What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy. I messed up with a button. I almost pressed the button that I was not supposed to press. So I fucked up. That's on me. That's on me. Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? How was everybody's day at work? This is time to forget about it. Fuck it. We're not at work no more, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. Roll them up if you got them. I got my shit pre-rolled. Because I was lazy today and I said, fuck it, I'm going to give me some pre-rolls real fast. Julita, what's going on? I see the beat, the Vibe Hive is in the building. We got Bad Wolf, Jorge, Julita, Heather. Where we at? Daniel Creek Squad, what's going on, baby? 6 stars, Mr. Dr. Gigawatts. How's everybody doing? Please, if you're coming in, hit the like button, hit the share button. Do all that in a bag of potato chips, man. I'm about to break my man up. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to see some flames in the chat. Not in the little button thing, because don't do that, because I can't see it. You feel me? That shit sucks. I can't see it. But I'm in there in spirit with you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most dopest reactors out there in YouTube world. I did a reaction to him and Link. This has to be some type of my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother, you know him as Muggsy Reacts. This is my brother, Muggs. What is good?
What's up? What's going on? What's going on, man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Factuals. Ooh, how's everything going, man? I got the message. You said I'm coming out of work. I'm on my way, bro.
30 minutes ago, like straight in the seat.
Fact, 30 minutes fact. On the dot. This man said I'm going to be there at 8 on the dot.
Dude,
facts.
That's actually how I clock in every day. I'm in at 8. Like, I ain't coming in 15 minutes before. That's too punctual, man. I got to be on black people time, you know? So
black people time. You got to be on black people time.
You know
what I'm my God, bro.
I'll be here like 5 minutes before. I'm a professional.
Right. You
know, I ain't gonna never be late.
Absolutely. See, I was early. I was always early at work.
Yeah.
I was always like about 30 to 45 minutes early. And it wasn't because I wanted to be like that top employee. It was always because like I need at least 45 minutes of thinking about my life before I clock in.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Like moving, like I move bills around on my way to work. I move my bills around. I'm like, okay, I might be able to go 2 months without this job,
right?
Until I find something else. Cause fuck this. I don't want to do this no more. So yeah. So tell me, Muggs. Talk to me, Muggs, man. I want to know the story. I want to know who Muggs is. I want to know how you started this reaction shit. I want to know everything. Your favorite rapper to who's your favorite singer to R&B to political, whatever you want to talk about. We here. Okay. I want to know everything.
All right, so let's start at the beginning. This journey, before I even started doing reactors, I was already on YouTube for like 4 years already. So, I started out doing like Street Fighter V live streams as a gamer. It was really all I had time for at the time. And I was doing that, and I was just building my confidence, man, because I really was insecure about my weight. I was insecure about, what's the best way to present myself. I was really uncomfortable on camera. So I figured, let's start as a gamer, do live streams, and build up my confidence. And that took maybe about a couple years to really build my confidence up to actually start doing videos, you know what I mean? So 2019, I made the jump to doing gaming reactions like trailers and all that stuff. And then when I got married in 2021, I didn't have time to stream anymore. So I was like, well, I just jumped to music. I was doing anime reactions, and then I just jumped to music. So right around this time, about 3 years ago, I did my first Tom MacDonald reaction to Don't Look Down. Okay. And I didn't look back after that.
Shout out to Tom MacDonald.
And because I rap. I rap before. I've been in the studio. I've been I've been an MC long enough to see forums, text battles, off the dome freestyle text battles, audio battles against crew versus crew. That's pretty much like my background. Like I didn't learn multi-syllables till I was like 18, 17, 18 years old.
And
So
where were you raised at?
St. Pete, Florida. St.
Oh,
Pete.
you're okay, Florida. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So are you still in Florida currently right now?
Nah, I'm in Central Texas.
Yeah, he said fuck Florida. He said get the fuck out of here, bro.
Oh no, I'm still a Florida boy at heart, man. I just,
Brother, what was the last time you were here?
a couple months ago, we was burying my aunt,
Oh.
and
Sorry to hear that, man. My condolences, my brother.
yeah, thank you, appreciate it. But that was the last time I was in Florida. I was down there for about a week, just helping my family get stuff together,
Right.
grieving, all that stuff. So it's, but I normally come home about once or twice a year.
Nice.
It's,
Okay. So you've seen the how can I say the growth?
Yeah,
You've seen the okay.
yeah. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I'm talking about it because I don't like that shit either. Me and my wife are literally moving as north as possible to
Really?
get to the country. We want to get to the country so it will be minimum growth
Yeah.
and just give me trees, give me land, give me cows, give me all of that. I'm done with the city. I've done the city for 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm done with the city. I can't do it.
Wow. Yeah, cause my friend, she be telling me when she doing lift and stuff like that, the growth that's just happened in like various places like Riverview, Brandon, like even Tampa, St. Petersburg. Like it's a lot of people moving down there from up north, and it's just a lot of people. Like
It is.
even I realized that they did the Gandy Bridge. They just rebuilt that,
Right.
and it's still full. And I'm like, yo, what is going on?
It's
Down
it's
here.
overload. It's overload, bro. It's every other day you'll see a moving truck moving
in.
into some neighborhood and
Yeah.
people moving their shit in and people moving and then people coming in, people moving and people coming in, bro. It's crazy. That's why me and my wife are trying to go to the most docile, quiet area where we're away from the city completely because it's getting crazy, bro. It's so
Yeah.
congested. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, even where I am, you can kind of see the potential for growth. And I do one day at least plan on moving back home. I just don't know where that is yet. But it's even when I was down there, man, like I think I was on Roosevelt just off of US 19 and it was like 12 o'clock and it was like bumper to bumper traffic. And I'm like, yo, wait. It ain't
Yeah.
and no like I'm sitting up there just flabbergasted like, yo, this ain't used to be like this.
Right.
Everybody used to be at work at 12 o'clock and you can just
Right.
fly down. You can just
Nope.
fly down all these roads and then by 3 o'clock you better be somewhere unless you're gonna get
Oh,
trapped.
you better.
But at 3 o'clock, man, if you get trapped in traffic, especially on 19, you'll be out there to 6 o'clock trying to get off. And and I just was like, man, this ain't the same place no more. Like, this ain't the same place.
No, it's not the same place from when I moved, and I moved here in 2004. I moved down here, and it
Yeah.
was completely different. I've seen roads been made. I've seen
Yeah.
buildings made. I've seen all this growth happen in my own eyes, and I'm just like, I don't want anything to do with this because growth means I'm going to be late to work.
Right.
Growth means
right,
there's going to be a lot of people trying to get to work at the same fucking time I'm trying to get to work.
right. And everybody work in Tampa. So,
Everybody and their mother works in Tampa.
bro, I had a job at Home Depot in South Tampa, and I
Let's
had to
go.
drive all the way from, let's say, Skyway Bridge. We was close by there, but I had to drive from down there, and I had to jump on what's that road? What's that bridge? I can't remember the name. Not Gandhi, but it's the other one. Hal Franklin. I want to.
The
Yeah,
Howard
Hal
Franklin
Franklin.
Bridge. Hold on. So you're saying coming from Bradenton?
No, I was
Because
coming from South St. Pete. I was
okay,
coming from
South St. Pete. Okay,
Yeah,
it
and
has to. Yeah, it has to be the Howard Franklin Bridge.
yeah. So I was going across there, and it was packed. It was packed, and then I'm like, oh, it's happening. The growth was happening even before I left. And
It's
I've been
crazy.
gone. I think I've been gone 10 years. I've
10 years. Wow.
been
So
gone 10.
how's that change? How's that just the atmosphere changed from Florida to Texas?
It's really the weather, bro.
I heard over there's no joke. I heard over there's no joke, bro.
Bro, this sun is a different sun, bro. Like this
Right.
is not the one I grew up with. Is like we got humidity and heat. This is like
Right.
it's so hot here that it's misty in the sky.
Ugh,
Dude, I looked off into the
it's
backdrop.
misty.
It's misty in the sky. Like what in the world is
Holy shit.
that? Dude, I seen bugs over here that I ain't never seen in St. Pete. And
That
I'm
ass,
like,
like the weather out here. You know about the weather out here in Florida. I literally was at the dispensary
yeah.
to go get my shit, and it was raining. I'm talking about. I thought I was not gonna be able to make it to the road, bro. It was
Right.
bad. I couldn't even see outside the window.
Right.
And then I get home, and my wife comes outside. She's like, "It was raining," and I was like, "Yeah, you didn't hear it?" And she was like, "No." And then I look, and then I'm looking at the grass and everything. I'm like, "Dude, it didn't even rain out here." So it rained in one area, and the next area is just completely fucking dry. And I'm just like, I'm never gonna get used to this shit in Florida. I'm never
you're
gonna
not-
get used to that.
Hey,
I'm never
hey,
gonna get used to that.
Hey, Flawzilla just moved to Florida, and he had
Yeah?
something on his Instagram where it was raining for 5 minutes. I mean, rain just blowing everything over, and then
Right.
10 minutes later, sunshine. I was like,
Mhm.
"Yep, I told you."
Yeah, Florida's different. Florida is different.
Hey, that heat is bipolar, boy. I mean, that weather is just bipolar down there.
Now there is a debate out there talking about the dangerous animals in Florida compared to the dangerous animals in Texas.
I'm lucky enough to not really run into no dangerous animals. So,
I saw this one chick from Texas. She put a picture of a spider that was in her porch. Bro, no lie, it was like the body was about that big.
I ain't seen nothing. That must be
And-
Australia, Texas, because I ain't never
And
seen
I
nothing.
and I'm just like, that doesn't even make any sense to be something that
No.
big in somebody's home. No, Australia has different. Australia's got spiders that'll do your taxes, bro.
Yeah.
Like they got some mean animals out here. I won't even compare Australia.
Yeah.
They got kangaroos that will fuck you up for no reason
thick,
and take your dog.
thick neck kangaroo.
I swear to God, every time I see a kangaroo, it look like Tyson. Every kangaroo to me looks like Tyson. Nice stalky and it will lay you the fuck out. Oh my
Hey.
goodness, man.
Hey, like, okay, so I know where I am. We have bobcats, coyotes.
Yeah.
I've seen deer, but that's not dangerous.
If they're dangerous when they dumbasses in the middle of the road,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
they're very dangerous then.
And that's about where I am. That's all I've heard about is bobcats. I've seen some spiders, nothing that big, but Florida.
I
The only thing, it's not a big bug, but it's aggravating. they have like between like mid July and like late August, they have like a cricket infestation that comes in every year.
Nah, I'll drop kick somebody if I have to deal with that.
Like somehow I don't know what weather brings them in. They just be there, and they. Be
I think
in
it's
the
the
house.
I think it's the moisture that brings in crickets.
Yeah. So it's
I think
like
it's moisture.
And I remember my first time in my apartment that I realized this was a thing. I went outside and no. I was sitting in my room playing the game and I heard something like popping in the kitchen and I was like, what's that? So I went and looked and I see a cricket in the kitchen chilling. Like, and I'm like, how you get in here? So I killed like 10 of them, right? I killed like 10 of them over a few days, and then I was like, man, where they coming from? I'm sitting up here like, where they coming from? So I go in the closet where the heater is in my apartment, and I see it's all black. in it.
Oh my god! I would have moved out. I would have packed. I would have said, everybody pack your shit. We getting out. There's no fixing that. There's no fixing that. Fuck that.
So dude, like, I'm in there, and I said, you know what? I went to the store, bought me like 2 cans of Raid.
Right.
Bro, I went in there and I opened the door and I launched fire at them. And closed the door.
Came in like fucking Rambo.
I was in there. I was in here doing this. And closed the door, put a towel right up under the door so they couldn't leave. I didn't have a shot back, Jay Millie.
Nah, Jay Millie always coming with solutions, bro. It's always with solutions. Like, yeah, we're gonna figure this shit out. Cause that much freaking, what is it? You said crickets or grasshoppers? Crickets?
Pretty much grasshoppers.
You know, they can stay there. They can have the house. That's theirs. They won. Nah, you good. I went into an apartment like long ago.
Yeah.
This was like when I first moved to Florida. It was like in a room that I was renting out. And when I went into the room, I opened up the closet and it was roaches everywhere. Yeah. And I was like, nah, I won't be able to do that. I'll sleep in a park bench before I sleep in that room.
Oh yeah.
With the amount of roaches that were in there.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. Oh, it was disgusting. It was nasty.
Oh man, I never forget that. Because you know what color water heaters are, right? I didn't see the gray. That's how many was in there. I didn't see it.
Jesus.
I didn't see it. I'm lucky that wasn't in my closet, bro. Because I'd have been like, you know what, y'all owe me.
I would have came
clothes, bro.
I would have came in with a torch. I would have torched that whole entire room, bro. And dealt with the consequences later, bro. Because I fuck all that. They don't need to live there. Yeah. That is a plague right there. That's a lot.
Yeah. But across the whole, they had such a plague of crickets in the city that farmers was like bringing their chickens out in public and letting them go to town. Like that's how.
Free food. Let them chickens eat, bro.
So, but back because I know we went off. So, but so when I
told you
when I was doing reactions.
I told you. I'll go everywhere with this shit, bro. I'll take every quarter that I can. My brain goes that way. All right, let's go back to it. So you started with the anime, and then you went to the music.
Yeah, and so my whole experience in the music was I knew how to break down bars. So my first time reacting to Tom MacDonald was like, I was breaking down Don't Look Down and then, you know, Hangover Gang came over and showed love and stuff like that. And
get out the Hangover Gang.
Hey, one of the best fan bases.
Absolutely.
One of the best ones. And I did Tom MacDonald for like maybe a month or two. Like, and then somebody was like, move to NF. Then somebody was like, go to Ryan Upchurch. oh, he, do Calhoun,
Then
you
you were
know,
everywhere.
and then I was everywhere. So it's like, and I've had them show love on videos and stuff like that,
Right.
and that lets me know, okay, I'm not that bad at doing this, so
Right.
I'm gonna just keep doing it. But you know, me thinking about everything, I'm like, but I can't stay here long. Once I saw the views started waning a little bit, I was like, I can't stay here that long no more. Let me jump to something else.
Right.
So,
I mean, but
um,
that's the proper blueprint that I see that works the best.
yeah,
Is that you do what you do it, and then when it gets to a point where, all right, now you're doing so much that the views start taking a dip, you
yeah,
give it a break. Not saying that you're never going to come back to it, but
yeah,
you'll give it a break, and then you'll do something else, tap into another fan base, see what they talking about,
yeah.
and then just move on. And then you circle back, hit that fan base again,
Hmm.
and now everything's fresh, everything's new because it's true. We keep on reacting to the artists over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Hmm.
At some point, their voice is just like, I don't want to hear it for a couple of days
Yeah, yeah,
because we do it so much that it's not us sitting back and just listening to music anymore. It's us now. We're working. We're listening to this. We're breaking it down. We're trying to get into the head of the and we're doing this back to back to back to back to back to back.
right, right,
That
right.
sometimes we need a break from the voice, from the voice itself, because we hear it so much that we're just like, all right, we need to back up and try something else.
And then that's the funny thing because I love music, but since I've been doing music reactions, I only listen to things I've heard before now. Like I don't really
Yeah,
listen to
I'm
new
just.
anything because I'm like,
Yep.
that could be content, and then
Yeah.
like it almost takes the joy away from it sometimes. But
Oh my
then
god, I'm so happy that you said that, bro. I'm so because it's the truth, bro. It's the
and
truth. It's like now art the music. It's not. I'll listen to everything that I've reacted to. That's my playlist. That's what
right,
I listen to.
right,
I don't
right,
listen to anything else outside of that. Don't ask me about because I'm not out there listening to new music. Because just in case a subscriber wants to donate for me to go do an album review or wants to donate for me to do a track of it, I don't want for it to be a bullshit ass reaction, something
oh
that I
heck
already
no.
heard.
Like,
I want it to be brand new.
yeah, and I love a fresh take. Like, sometimes you get those commenters that be like, yo, maybe you should do some research on the art. I'm like, nah, man, it's my perspective is coming from somebody who's like, I'm in the car and you like, yo, hey, listen to this. Like, somebody passing you the headphones, like, man, put this on, listen to this. And it's fresh. You know what I'm saying? I like a good, fresh reaction where I don't know nothing. And that to me is the first time hearing, first reaction, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. I don't
Right.
I rarely react to anything I've heard before. And
Yeah.
and some people be like interested, like, yo, what's your it's like, what type of music did you grow up on? And it's hard to make those reactions because I know the song.
Right.
And
That's
and
when I just start making up. I just start making up backstories to the song.
yeah, yeah. And
Like
that's
I
funny.
like
That's funny because
Eminem Kim is like
yeah,
about a grocery list or some shit that went bad, and he took it south, and it just went down from there.
yeah. I had actually when it come to Kim, I actually got my heart broken in high school,
God damn, God damn.
and I was mad as hell. And I just played that song on repeat for like an hour, dude. Like, I was hurt. I was like, dude. And then,
You in the mirror, you're not gonna cry, nigga. You ain't gonna cry, man. She don't need you, bro. And then one tear comes down, and then when you see that shit, balls to the
yeah,
wall, man. Don't open
yeah,
the door, bro.
nah. And I had, I think I was like in the gym somewhere, just kind of creeped up by myself. And it was one of my homeboys, Mike. He came up. He was like, "Man, stop listening to this depressing ass Eminem shit."
He said, what? You broke up a little bit. What he said?
He said, "Stop listening to this depressing ass Eminem shit." Because I was playing the song on repeat. I was playing it on repeat.
Oh,
No
man.
headphones. No headphones. So everybody around me was just kept hearing this, and they like, man, you know, they call me Juice. They call me Juice in high school. They're like, Juice, man, what's going on? So Mike was like,
I don't want to talk about it, bro.
I don't want to talk about it. So it's everybody was like worried about me. I'm like, I'm cool, but let me be here until the game starts.
Yeah, I just need to be in this space for a minute.
Yeah.
I need to be in this space for a minute. Because if I see her, I'm going to put it in the trunk of my car. I promise you I am, son.
I'm telling you, was supposed to love me.
No, bleed, bitch, bleed. Bleed. Yo, dude, I remember when I first heard that shit, I said, yeah, if he didn't have music, Eminem would absolutely become a serial killer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He absolutely would. Where else would he release that aggression?
Foosball?
Nigga. Man said foosball? Foosball? That was an amazing answer, bro. That was an amazing answer. Absolutely. I'm going with foosball. You're right. Foosball will absolutely. Oh, my God.
Nigga just over there aggressively turning them jokers just. You know.
Oh, wearing that shit the fuck out, bro. Wearing that shit the fuck out. We're like, God damn, bro. Ain't no grip on the pole no more. Like, what the fuck? Like, shut up and grab it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. He'll be a foosball champion, I'll tell you that. He'll win the belt. He'll win the fucking belt.
Hold up.
No, but his mind, M's mind is a disturbing mind though. Like sometimes he gets really, really deep into the crazy.
But that's, you know, I figure, you know, the studio is really the only healthy place he could do that.
Absolutely. That's why he's the best at rap. I think. I don't know where you put M in your top. Or bottom.
Lyrically number one. But if I had to say songwriter, dude, I gotta think about that list now when it comes to songwriting.
Okay.
Lyrically, number one.
Stan. The Way I Am. Cleaning out my closet.
Fire. All of it was fire. But I got some guys that I feel like are better storytellers. Like
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I believe there's like me. I think K Dot has better storytelling ability than M does.
Yeah.
Or it's gotten better to the point where it passed M. Before M had it, but then K Dot, like his pen level went up here.
Yeah. What was the album he had? It was the one before this one. I forgot the name of it.
The one that was like God damn, I forgot it too.
Like
he was because of the weed.
No, but I did a live reaction to it, and dang, I had it.
You just came out of work, bro. You just came out of work. Your brain is all over the place, man.
Forgive me, but one of them songs where he kind of just went into the whole situation between him and his girl, I thought that was amazing. But I'm mad at YouTube because they let him get away with some bull crap in that video. It was a video where he was actually clapping cheeks at the end of the video. I'm like, yo, wait a second. I can't say a cuss word within the first 2 minutes, but K-Dot is over here clapping cheeks in the video.
Man, YouTube blocked one of my videos because my thumbnail, I was doing one of my gestures and a nipple came out because I was wearing a tank top.
Oh,
and
really?
a nipple came out, and they were just like, you can't
really
show because it was like it was giving them a kind of a clue of what was going on in the video type shit. I'm like, that I'm showing my nipples? Like, I don't do that in my, I sometimes touch my nipples, but that's because the music makes me percolate.
What? Percolate. My boy in the thumbnail like this, rotating on the areolas. He's over here.
Rotated it. Here we go. There we go. How long did that take? It took about 30 minutes to start talking about nipples. There you go. We in there, bro. We in there.
My boy circular motions on the areola.
You got to. You got to. You got to do it.
And let's point out to my reaction brethren, sorry fellas, but it's a lot of y'all niggas wearing no shirts out there.
A lot of them. A lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah. And there's a few that I know for sure, and I've seen them search shirtless in thumbnails, bro. And I'm like, do they not know you're male? Like,
I think it was because of all the graphics that I had.
Yeah.
It made my chest look like a boob because it was just in one little section of the smoke that I had. So it kind of made it look like something that it wasn't.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, that's your fault.
Absolutely my fault. But I was excited. And
Yeah.
but you know what the crazy part is, I could be on camera talking all this reckless shit.
Yeah. I ain't gonna
And it
front.
just-
I see when I see your thumbnails pop up, and I done did the reaction already, and I was like, wait a minute. Mine was like 7-8 minutes. This fool up here for 40 minutes. I was like, man, what Ray talking about, man? What Ray talking about? I was sitting up there, I was like, man, I ain't got that much to say. Dude, you need a Sirius XM. You need a piece of that, man. They need to go ahead and just give you a piece of that, man. I be sitting up there.
I don't know, man.
I ain't got that much to say. You know what I'm saying? But I be like, yo, and it makes me appreciate all us because we all got our own style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I watch you, man, like you said, the ADHD, man, you can take something and make it go this way, and then it make it as entertaining as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I
So it's
appreciate
like,
that.
and you know,
Hey, your shit is fire too, bro. I fuck with your shit like heavy. I love your videos and the clips, the way you're editing, the way you do your clips and shit.
Yeah.
I'm always going through the YouTube shorts and
Yeah.
all that shit and watching it and Instagram, and I'm like, man, I need to find out how this motherfucker be doing his shit, man. That shit look fresh as fuck.
dude, I'm all over. I'm like, as far as that, you know, just trying to be more creative. Like I'm always trying to go one up myself, like every year, you know, and a lot of times when I'm listening to other reactors and I see the way y'all do stuff and like, you know, like beats, bars, and delivery, like, you know, Truth, like he got his own way. You got your own way, and I be looking like, I be like, yo, so many different facets of our personality come out on camera, and it's like it makes me more comfortable to be myself out here because my sense of humor kind of weird,
Right.
and sometimes it's hard to deliver it right to people that don't know me. So, but if you're a close friend of mine and I'm comfortable around you, like I'm one of the funniest dudes you know.
Absolutely.
And so, I'm always looking to like learn from everybody, and see like, okay, I can take a piece of that. Somebody got a cool glitching graphic in that video. Let me go ahead and borrow that real quick, you know. And now I'm just like, yo, we need to all come together because, you know, content's getting a little bit harder. YouTube don't want to pay us. UGM especially don't want to pay us. They deny.
I'm waiting for the day that I'm at Walmart and I overhear somebody say that they work for UMG. If I hear somebody that says I work for UMG, I'm taking them to the frozen aisle and I'm beating it with a bag of peas. I'm beating the shit out of them, bro. Like, how the fuck y'all keep on blocking all my shit?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're telling me that I have to pause. I took a 2-minute song and made it an hour and 50-minute fucking reaction. How much time did I fucking pause? How much more do you need me to pause? I paused every 5 seconds. I'm broke. Nah, I ain't got no money, bro. YouTube sucks. No, I'm playing. YouTube is fire if you think about it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, but it's the same thing with, like, you know, with Knox Hill. He does his thing, and he's adding 30 minutes of content, like just like you, like added 30 minutes of breakdown commentary. Yet the song, it's the song, and it gets blocked, and he can't. A million subscribers, and you still not whitelisted. So I'm not looking. You know, I don't know how high it gets to where, you know, music labels are like, yo, we gonna whitelist you. You cool, you know what I'm saying? You done built it up.
I got whitelisted. How many times you got whitelisted?
I don't know. I
know 4 of them for sure.
Yeah.
I'm whitelisted for sure. And I think I'm whitelisted in one other, but I don't have any I don't have any proof of that. But it went from I was not getting paid when I reacted to them to all of a sudden now every reaction that I'm doing and every reaction that I've done, I'm getting paid for. So I'm just like, oh, that I must have gotten whitelisted by somebody, because you see the fluctuation. Yeah, you're like, oh, somebody must have put me on a list or something like that. But there's 4 for sure that I actually went in and I'm there to send in my video and then let them do what they got to do to get me on that list to get me whitelisted. It's dope.
Because the only person I know for sure that's whitelisted is No Life Shaq. That's all I know.
Oh, No Life Shaq is whitelisted by fucking Aunt Jemima fucking baking. He is whitelisted by every fucking body that has a fucking ad company or a YouTube channel or makes music or porn. He's whitelisted from everything. It's No Life Shaq. Come on, dog.
And that's the only person I know.
The only nigga that got a mention by Eminem or answer back by M. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Bro, shout out to Screwface, because I just saw on Twitter he got a mention from Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah, she responded to one of his tweets. So I was like, yo, okay. Get, you know, million subscribers, you get a little kudos up there on the way. So
absolutely.
So I can't wait for the day when all us will pass 500,000 and we making our million march.
I tell everybody, this is like, it's in drones. So like No Life Shaq, No Life Shaq, Knox Hill, Stevie Knight, Screwface, all of them, they are in one class. That's one class.
Right.
And they're already up to that level, or they made it to that level where now they're doing this full time, they're comfortable with everything, and they're able to do a lot more with their music or anything else that has nothing to do with reactions. Right. They're able to branch out more and everything because they have the following, they have the check coming in, so they're good. See, we're the second class, where it's me, you, Quito, Lockwolf, Truth. Yeah, we're in another group where we're our next step is going to be there. That's going to be the next where we're all going to be there. In like yachts that we're renting, because we're not buying yachts, we're renting yachts, and we're splitting the bill 7 ways.
Right.
Because we're not doing that. We gonna stunt like we have it, but we're not gonna have shit.
We still going. Who paying? Like, we going 7. We splitting this 7 ways.
We splitting. No matter what we do together, we're splitting. We're splitting. It doesn't matter. Y'all want water from the store? Yeah. All right. Well, cash at me. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna buy it, but y'all niggas gotta cash at me. If there's no cash app, I'm taking waters out the bag, bro. If I don't see a cash app, I'm taking waters out the bag. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Heck yeah. Because I feel like, I think where it's coming to, especially with music reactions.
Thank you, CD Stanley.
Oh, shout out to CD Stanley. Shout out to King Dada. I know he's the
Dada.
Who else? Let me see.
LC. Uniquely unoriginal.
David, uniquely unoriginal. Dang, I can't say that.
Horhead, Bad Wolf, Heather. The bees are in the house. Bees in the house.
Jackie. Shout out to Jackie.
Shout out to Jackie. Yeah, facts.
Woo, all y'all in here. All right.
They all said they gonna pull up. They all came in the same car.
But I think I think for sure, when it comes to reacting, I think the next step is either like podcasting, radio. We definitely qualify for radio.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
We the new VJs, bro. Like
Absolutely.
we the new A&Rs, we the new talent. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we not, I guess people would say, everybody says it that we're the lazy creators because we make money off reacting.
Who the fuck is calling me lazy?
Mm.
You want me to show you when I started reacting until when I stopped? Fuck, what you talking about, lazy? I started at 7 o'clock this morning and I stopped right before we went live.
But they don't see the hard work we put in, man. They don't see that.
That's crazy. They should see that when we post up fucking 5, 6, 7 reactions a day. The fuck you mean they don't? They don't want to see it. That's what it is. They don't want to see it. Nigga, half these niggas can't do the schedule I do. Are you fucking crazy? Fuck out of there. I would like to see who the fuck said that.
Man, sometimes you hear that with comments. You get that.
That's crazy, bro.
You get that with comments. You get that with people who don't really understand what's happening. Like, we are the new Siskel and Eberts of this time. You know what I'm saying?
High five on that one. I like that reference. I like that reference, bro.
Bro,
I fucking love that reference.
We the new commentators, bro. Like, we the new, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of critics back in the day in the 90s, but we them guys, they gonna be reaching out to us like, yo, we need you to, get in some kudos real quick. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I think I take good pride in being a reactor, man, because the guys that we are following, they pretty much done set the standard. They are the new gods of destruction. Nigga, like they are they up there. You know what I mean? But it's going behind them and seeing that the example that they set and still trying to find your own voice. I think it's a great opportunity of like growth and stuff on your journey and stuff like that. So it's like, I say that to any reactor, like, you know what I'm saying? Just be you, but don't learn from other people, but just be you, bro. Like, don't,
always be you.
Yeah.
Always.
So it's, man, where the rest of the lighting, man? You know what I'm saying? You got the background. You're a little dark back there tonight, man. What's going on?
What's going on? Like, my shit's on a timer. And I don't know how to get it out of a fucking timer. So it's like stuck on a loop where I can't turn it back on for another like 10 minutes because it won't allow me, because it's like stuck on a loop because I let it drop and it fucks something up inside. So I kind of have to mess with it. So yeah, it looks dark as hell in the back, but I want to put some light up in a second. I'll hopefully it's already done because we've been here for 43 minutes, so I think it should be good. But I don't know. I'll fix it later. I'll fix that shit later.
So, dude,
I think if I stand up right now, I'll probably trip over some shit and fall, and then it's gonna be entertaining. But I don't want to fall right now.
So tell me, what was? Let me give me 2 questions. All right.
Okay.
So what was the reaction that surprised you the most? But what was the reaction that made you a new fan of a group or artist that you didn't expect?
That I didn't expect. Electric Callboys.
Really? I just started reacting to them.
I wasn't expecting for me to like it, and I was like, I was no lie, I was judging off the thumbnail and everything, and I was just like, these kind of crazy. But then they started, and then I was just like, instantly, I was just like, fucking A, bro. These dudes are fucking amazing. Yeah. So that absolutely Electric Callboy. And what was the other one?
What? Dang. That's that after work.
Yep. I know exactly what you mean, bro.
That's that after work. What? I think I said, which band made you a fan after one reaction, something like that, and then the second one was like, what? I I can't remember. What did I say? Hey, chat.
We're running that shit back. We're running that shit back.
Yeah.
It is what it is. How about you? I need your best reaction that you think is your personal best, because I know we all have our personal best that we think, oh shit, you know what? I think that was the peak of a reaction right there of what I could do. What was that reaction for you?
Oh, and it's not even my most viewed reaction, I think. It's not even my most viewed. I think it was I did Phil Collins. No. Not Phil Collins. It was I know the song. Let me see. Cuz it was the Tim mentioned Prejudice. Tim mentioned Prejudice.
Okay.
I made a face in that video I ain't made since. I made a face in that video I ain't made in no other reaction. I think
see, I would have put Ren as that one that the first time I heard Ren I immediately became a fan, but I kind of like the theatricals that he had when I first reacted to him.
Yeah.
So his theatrics won me already, with the whole wheelchair and the pig face and the guitar and the nightgown and all that brought me in already. I was already interested off rip.
Yeah.
But like Electric Coldboy was that one that I was just like, I'm probably not gonna like this shit. And then I heard it and I was like, holy crap, these guys are out of this world amazing. So yeah.
So I didn't expect to like I reacted to this group called Baby Metal. I didn't expect to like that. That was like the cutest metal that I've ever seen in my life, and I didn't know what to do with myself.
That man said the cutest metal, and I didn't know what to do with myself.
I didn't know what to do.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I did the same thing, bro. When I saw it,
I was like, "This is not aggressive. This is just adorable, yo." Like, all right. Hey,
hilarious.
I'm not trying to I ain't trying to kill Uncle Ray, y'all. So if he fall back in this chair and you see nothing but
I got a futon right here. If I fall back, I'm going to bed. Y'all gonna watch me sleep for 5 hours, bro.
Dude, so I think man, I've reacted to so much stuff. You ever reacted to something more than once and you didn't realize it till you posted it?
Yeah. Because it's just so much. Like, how much reactions do you have total that you've done?
I think over 2,000. Yeah, I think over 2,000. That
while working for the mail?
Yeah.
My nigga, how the fuck do you do that? That is crazy, bro.
Bro, so back in 2022. I was like, man, bump it. I'm going to do 10 videos a day. So for like 4 months, I did 10 videos a day, recorded 10 videos, posted 10 videos. Cause I was like, man, I need to get my views up. Right. And I was like at 20,000, I think. So I was like, man. So I did something kind of like crazy. So I reacted to one reactor's like most popular videos all the way down the road. And because I needed a way to find content.
Right.
I don't have time to find content. So I look on my YouTube thing, my audience, see where they at, and then I go check out the reactors, I watch them. And I watch some songs that I know I'm not gonna touch. So, right. So then I go to their most popular, and I just go down the line. and I was able to get my views up and up to like I got my subscribers that year. I think I jumped from 20 to 50 that year.
Right. Okay.
And I was like, dude. And I was so
because it's true. It's true because sometimes it gets to a point where we get a dry spot where the channel just stays still. Mm-hmm. It's not fluctuating. It's not moving, and you got to see other reactors' playlists and be like, what are they reacting to? Maybe I could tap into that fan base and do it because It doesn't happen to me a lot, but in the beginning, when I first started at about 25, 30,000, I was having times that I didn't know what to react to. Because
Yeah.
I've already done all the donos that was donated to me. I don't
Yeah.
have no more donos, and I was not really getting a lot of requests like that.
Right.
So I was like, I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I started going, yeah, I did the same thing. I went there, but then now I'm like, I'm comfortable with the people that I already react to, and then if somebody new comes in, I'll add that on.
Yeah.
But I'm wide open to react to what the fuck ever people want me to see.
Oh yeah, and I think reacting has like really increased my music palette. I already had like a big flexible music palette. Like I
Right.
came from, dude, I was one of them jokers that really secretly liked techno in the '90s. Like I was
Secretly,
secretly.
my nigga, I was like this. No, I was the only drug dealer in Brooklyn. I was over here. I made a sale real quick, and then I was in the dance floor doing one of these. they ain't know nothing that was going on. What are you talking about? Fuck that. I love techno. Techno's my shit.
Bro, and I liked it. I liked it like no doubt. I was watching MTV, you know what I'm saying? Like I was I liked a lot of stuff. My brother, he was a DJ, so he would always have a lot of music. You remember in the '90s, you get that brochure where you get to order a whole bunch of CDs, and then they send them to you. My uncle had that. My brother would create playlists for the parties that he did, and I would be able to sit in the room and listen to him. So I was hearing a whole bunch of stuff. Even before I started, like, middle school. So it was like my music palette was wide. And
did you have something called the box music television you control?
Yeah.
That you call in a number and you request a song. That they have a little menu and they're like, oh, I want A4 or some shit like that, and then they're like, all right, this is Ray from Brooklyn and he's requesting, and then he puts the song on, and then I remember that was my Saturday night when I was a kid.
Really? So you
requesting songs I would start at 9:00 in the morning, and I will do that until like probably 3-4 o'clock, just requesting songs.
So just
getting in the line and requesting just so I could hear the song that I want to hear.
Yeah. So
it was dope.
I didn't do that as much, but it was like my mom, she was, don't be calling like running up the bill and stuff like that,
Oh, I got in trouble like a motherfucker, but it was worth it. It was good music, man.
Bro, I ain't want my mom to throw me over the shoulder and Goldberg spear me into my bedroom.
Facts. She be like, stand right there, baby. Stand right there. Take you out.
Bro, I remember I did something. I was like, I think I ran away from the babysitter or something, and I went to my homie house, and when I got in trouble, my mom called dad. And when dad come over,
he's a rat. Game over.
Dude, my dad hit me so hard I flew over the couch.
Oh my God.
My dad say, what? I was like,
you found quarters you lost months ago inside that.
Oh heck yeah! My dad was so mad at me because I made mom's word, so he didn't play about moms.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, I don't want to be hit by dad no more. So it's, but I think when it come to me, because right around 2010, I got into EDM music. I got into dubstep. Started going to the raves. I went to the Dayglow paint parties, the festivals and all that stuff.
Were you one of those motherfuckers that wear those little fishnet shirts with the glowing gloves, and you just do one of these when you're walking down the block?
No, I wasn't doing all that. But I was definitely doing something. I was doing a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Oh man.
It's 2012 was an interesting year. I would love to talk about it but I was doing that. I was doing the Molly, going to the raves, and bro, and when I tell you, like we said earlier, when we was doing all this, middle of the dance floor, just
yeah, I feel you, bro. I do that shit, and I don't even take Molly. I just do it just because the music was playing, bro.
Bro.
Just because I love music to a different level, bro. I just love everything about it.
Man.
And Jay Millie said, "Poor Molly."
Yeah. Man, what you talking about?
That man said, "Poor Molly."
Bro, and my homeboy, he tricked me. He was like, "Yo, this ain't that strong." And I discovered later that he was giving me triples. I was like, "Oh shoot!" So we had a Dayglow. We had a Dayglow paint party. I don't know if anybody in the chat know about Dayglow. Where
Brother, what? What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing now?
What?
A Dayglow paint party?
Yes.
What in the blue hell is that?
You don't know about Dayglow?
No, bro.
Anybody in the chat would know about Dayglow?
They probably do. I'm old as shit. I don't know nothing about nothing.
Bro, Dayglow, man. Sir, let me tell you about Dayglow.
I'm listening.
Man,
don't touch your nipples when you talk to me, bro.
Man,
I
might realize I just hit the gold dust stance. You see me?
Don't get me with that shit. Don't get me with that shit. Oh my god. That nigga went. He was about to give me the fight. What the fuck, bro? He did hit it too, and you did it smooth as fuck. You went.
You know I relapse, bro. I relapse.
Oh shit, man.
Dude.
That's hilarious.
You know, I went back, boy. I just hit the memories and it just... Man,
oh my goodness.
And I tell you, bro, like my music journey has like been just through my own experiences, but like my palette, I just never know what I like, you know what I mean? So it's when I go into these reactions fresh, I'm always like, I may like this. You never know. Like
that's what, yeah. It did make me a lot more open-minded to a lot of things. It helped me become more open-minded. Being able to like come at like we have fans that come from different parts of the world to give us music that we never in our lives even thought was even being made right now.
Right.
And when we listen to it, it's just like that moment of, yo, this is new, exciting. Like, I want to know the meaning behind it. I want to know everything behind it. Because I'm a type of, I don't know if you're that way.
Yeah.
But I'm a type of dude that when I hear an artist that I kind of like, I'm liking the cadence, I'm liking his story or her story, I kind of dive down into their shit like deep.
Yeah.
Like even before reacting, I was doing that by myself.
You're
I was
right.
going down it. So what was that one artist for you that before reacting, that one artist that you first heard it, you were like, oh shit, I need to go down this rabbit hole of this artist because I want to know everything about this person?
I was already an Eminem fan, so I'm a skip Eminem. I think for me, who made me do that was Black Thought.
Black Thought is amazing,
bro. I heard actually back in 2002. I heard him do a song with Cody Chestnut. It was called The Seed 2.0. And when I heard the man rap, I was like, yo, the story, the cadence.
Storytelling amazing.
The storytelling amazing, bro. So I went and checked out the Roots whole thing, just sitting up there, just listening to, because at the time I'm thinking Nas is the best storyteller, which he's still in that top 5.
He's still in the top 5.
Yeah, so I'm looking at Black Thought, ain't heard of Black Thought, and I'm like, yo, this nigga means spitting, boy. Like it's
Black Thought was in my top 5 for a minute, bro. Black Thought was in my top 5 for a minute.
Really?
For years. He was in my top 5.
Dude, and I'm sitting up there and I'm listening to all the technique, the multi-syllables, the punch. It is not even, I never knew you could do punchlines and storytelling and stuff, but it was just
the way he did it.
The way he did it. And I was like, man, yo, this is a different level. This is a different level. And I'm still a young MC at this time. So I'm like, yo, and I give it to my homeboys. I'm like, man, listen to this. And then so one of the hits was like, "Don't Say Nothing." Like,
Okay.
don't say nothing. So it's and I'm just sitting up there
Yeah, I'm
listening
gonna have to
to
go
the
listen to
flow.
Black Thought now. I'm gonna have to go listen to some more Black Thought now.
I'm sitting up here and I'm like, yo, I love stories. Like even all the way to the movie type of movies I like. I love stories. Like I love to see a story from beginning to end.
Right.
And just to end when the lyricist can be descriptive, I don't need a music video no more.
Thank you.
I done made my own.
Thank you. I say that all the time. Like if like for example, we're gonna use Ren again because Ren is very descriptive when he raps.
Right.
I don't ever need to see Ren in a music video. Not saying his music videos are not amazing. They are. But I don't need to see it. The way he raps and the way he explains himself through every bar, through every verse, through every scheme, through everything that he does is done very well.
Yes.
Like extremely. That's why a lot of people don't give Ren the credit, and I'm just like you're not really understanding what all he's doing in his music. It's a lot.
Yeah, but when you think like they must be not, they haven't seen Jenny and Screech then.
No, they haven't seen probably none of it.
They probably never reacted or watched Jenny and Screech. Jenny and Screech, even though I kind of guessed the end.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was just enjoying the whole story, bro. I was just letting it take me, bro. It was amazing. I loved it.
And you, like, I didn't need the video, but I'm sitting up there like, yo, the way he's describing just how everything went from 0 to 100, or just even if he got to get too graphic, even for YouTube, it just takes you to a different place because now Ren makes his music relatable. He's not up here with it. He's not trying to make everybody come up here, but when he builds that story up the right way, at the end of the video, everybody knows a Jenny and Screech. Everybody knows a situation just like that. You know what I'm saying? And one of the commenters mentioned like Token. Token is dope.
Token is fuck is just. Not only is he a dope rapper, but Token is a dope dude. Like he's reached out to me and stuff a lot of times and gave me like free pre-releases of the tracks that he was about to drop so I could get to it first and stuff like that. He's really into the reactor community. He was just with Knox Hill right now doing the review on the Ren and his song. So that's dope shit right there too, bro. And so Token, shout out to Token. Token's a real. I'm gonna do the new album. I'm doing the album review live.
Oh, I didn't even know he had anything coming out.
Yeah, he just dropped a song with Ren.
I got to get to that one. I know I'm behind on I've been kind of hanging out in the mainstream a little too long, but
come back, man.
I gotta come back over here a little bit.
Come back.
Because people telling me like, yo, Sleep Token dropped something or.
Whoa, Sleep Token. We're not talking about Sleep Token, brother. We're not talking about Sleep Token, brother.
Dude,
hold on, man. I fucking love Sleep Token, bro.
Dude, Sleep Token, bro. For an eclectic music person like me,
man,
they do everything I like.
All I need. They have to give me everything I need.
Yeah, the change ups in the song, vocals, production, all that, all in one song. And I'm just sitting up here like, bro, that last one, I don't know what the name of I don't know how to pronounce it. Gethsemane or something like that. And they had like
Gethsemane, yeah.
He kind of hit the trap flow like at the end of the. That was mean, man. That was mean. I was like, yo,
disgusting. Oh my God! I listen to Sleep Token in the pool, bro, because that's the only way. That's the only way that you can listen to them, bro. You gotta flow with the water. You can't be on Earth with that shit. You gotta be inside of some shit. Like you gotta be inside water, and you gotta just move with that. They too good, bro.
Yeah,
he's too good,
dude. This is. I had a thought when I was at work one day. I was like, man, what if like Sleep Token, Ren. Let me see. Sleep Token, Ren, and
Right there, you just made me shit myself. Just by you saying Sleep Token and Ren, that is going to be too dangerous. I think. Some people are not going to be able to withstand that type of.
Dude,
Because
that song gotta be 8 minutes, nothing less than.
No, it's gotta be. It's not gonna do no. You're not gonna get a 4-minute song or a 3-minute song from that.
Not at all.
It's gonna be 8 to 10 minutes. It's gonna be a music video in there. It has to be.
Yeah.
And the story that they're gonna tell you. Hold on to your fucking seatbelts because it's gonna be one of the best stories in music history, I believe. That's those two type of brains working together it can make some magic, bro.
Oh yes,
They could make some fucking magic.
That would definitely break the internet. That'll break the internet. At least with us. Oh, that's gonna break the internet.
I'll get at least 100 views. At least 100 views.
Cause everybody else gonna hit it too.
Everybody gonna hit it.
Hey,
everybody and their mother gonna hit that shit.
No, we ain't getting views till like the end of the month when
Brother, they're gonna be people that don't even react that are gonna react to that shit.
I'm telling you.
I don't normally do this, but let's see what the fuck's going on.
Let's see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna do their thumbnails. Fuck out of him.
I ain't Dante. Man, leave us alone over here, man. You can't jump in nothing. But
oh man.
Dude.
So you haven't heard the new one yet? You haven't heard Ren and Tokens yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm not saying nothing.
Okay.
But boy, be careful. That's all I gotta say.
I can picture the styles clashing a little bit. I can picture the style clashing. Like I can tell. But lyrically, I'm like, yo, I'm excited about that one. I'm excited about that one.
I can't say nothing. I don't want to ruin nothing for you, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
Okay.
Just do it.
Okay.
Definitely don't overlook it. Don't. I know because we get busy sometimes, and we get so much requests and shit like that. Try not to be that one to overlook. Like do that one, because you're gonna appreciate. You're gonna just appreciate the song. The song is. It was well made. It was well made.
How many minutes?
4.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a 15-minute video right there. Might be 20.
Yeah, that's the intro for me.
That's the intro.
This man said 20 minutes.
Oh, you be lone stroking the audience, don't you?
Oh, brother, I do it, and then sometimes I do it on purpose, just because some of them get pissy.
Oh yeah.
Not the actual subscribers, the people that just come in to see the video.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, then instead of a 30-minute video, I'm gonna do this an hour video.
Ooh, I see.
And let's see how you like it now.
I see you do.
One time, I do that shit every day.
Except
today, I do that. Most of my reactions are about an hour and a half long.
Ooh, so I know once you get that video to pass, the ad revenue serious. Hey, you be like, yo, if this video gets past 30 days, bro, I know for a fact I'm getting paid. An hour long?
But the problem about it is that I don't get as much as what you think I get doing those long videos.
Really? But
that fucks up a lot. It's the watch time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people are only staying. They're showing me the average. People on average are only staying about 17 minutes in to my hour reaction. They're not watching the whole hour. And then I'm just like, well, it is what it is. But I'm just gonna do it because I want to do it. Like I can't. People act like I could stop myself from talking. I can't. Once I start talking, I'm gonna keep on talking. And if the hour ends up being an hour, then it ends. I'm not going into a reaction saying this reaction is gonna be an hour. I'm not going.
No.
If I do it and it ends up being an hour, then it was an hour.
Yeah.
It is what it is. The fuck you want me to do? Shut myself up? Good luck. I've been trying to do that shit for 40 years.
And some people be like telling me, "Oh, you pause too much." I'm like, Hey, it made me crack up the first video I clicked on yours, and you was like, "Yo, I paused, right in the disclaimer. You're like, yo, I paused. So if you're not here for that, you don't gotta watch this video."
I'm being I'm letting you know what you're gonna get before you get it. That's all.
Exactly.
My job, our job is transparency. We don't have to let people know all our moves, but it's good to inform them of what's going on in the near future or in the near present, and just keep in touch and let people know what's really going on. You don't want to, just not do radios, go ghost for fucking 3-4 days,
right?
And then everybody's like, yo, where the hell has he been? He hasn't dropped nothing in 3 days, and then. It is what it is, and then you come back like nothing happened. It's just like, what the fuck was that? Like,
yeah,
what? That was crazy because my thing is consistency.
Yeah,
we have to be consistent with it. We can't. I never heard of a channel growing by just doing one video a day or one video a week. I've never heard of that.
I understand. There's one particular channel I can think of that I've seen that, and they do.
I'm not even talking about reactions. I'm talking about period.
Oh, right.
I don't see how a channel expects to grow putting out only one video a day or even one video a month if you're beginning. Now, once you get to a point, once you get to 1 million subscribers, you could do one video a day and you're fine.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to do that much. You already put that grind in.
Right. So when I see No Life Shaq post a video. And because I've seen it more with him, man, No Life come in. What's up, gang? Wow. And No Life, hey, Shaq come in, do his video, 500,000 views, and he gone for the rest of the month.
Easy.
He gone.
Easy. But no, respect to him because he put in the work. Yeah, it's not like the shit was handed to him. It wasn't handed.
No, not at all.
I saw No Life Shaq, but No Life Shaq didn't have subscribers like that.
Oh yeah, me too.
I was watching from 70,000, 80,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I wasn't just hip to him when he started reacting to Eminem. I knew when he was reacting to all the Littles and all the rest of these people in the mainstream. I was watching him from then. And shit like that, because he's entertaining. The dude is funny as shit.
Dude, Shaq, I almost thought Shaq was family because I was like, yo, he from South Carolina. I was like, yo, I got family in South Carolina, so I was like, man, he might be one of my people. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I don't know how to do that. That's a special talent. Like Shaq has like a comedian type of.
Shaq is that dude that you went to school and you knew that he was gonna say some funny shit that day.
Yeah. One of them type of dudes where you just start laughing as soon as
he's just the dude is just naturally, he could just naturally be funny. And then once he got to a certain point, I kind of started seeing a little change, a little switch up.
Yeah.
But he's always kept that comedic, I'm still gonna be me.
Yeah.
And just be the natural funny person that I am.
Yeah.
And shit. So I mean, all respect to No Life Shaq, but I'm funnier than him. But
hey, you gotta believe that. You gotta believe that when you read.
Gotta speak it to the universe, man. Gotta speak it to the universe.
Man, me and Truth, Truth Noli, like we was talking, we was like, yo, you gotta believe you the best, bro. You gotta believe it. We all respect each other.
Absolutely.
We all respect each other, but when it come down to it, we all believe we the best.
I want to do a reaction competition. I want us a group of us to just, all right, let's see who can do the longest reaction. Go.
Hey, I'm losing that one. I could give you 20 minutes before my brain say, nigga, get off. Get off.
Dude, as long as I got this, and as long as I got this, brother, I could be here for 10 hours with no problem. I don't need to eat. I don't need to use the bathroom. I don't need to do nothing.
Speaking of 10 hours, do you think you can do a 24-hour reaction stream?
Yeah.
You think so? I've thought about it, I've thought
I'm
about
doing it when I hit a mill. I'm doing it when I hit a mill.
Okay. So, because you know how YouTube, after a while, they start tripping. You know what I mean? So they'll be like, yo, you using third party, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, could you actually do it?
Yeah, because we're not gonna be focusing on music if I'm doing it 24 hours.
Oh no,
I'm not doing a reaction. So the plan was, well, the plan hopefully still is in the future. Hopefully something happens and that could happen, but is for me to go rent out an Airbnb. In Atlanta, invite everybody that's in Atlanta to stay at the Airbnb, and then we just do like games and we do joint reactions. We do like we'll play like Truth or Dare, do stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
and just make it as entertaining as we can, and do that for 24 hours. So people could come in shifts. People could come, and then I'm just gonna be ordering pizza all fucking weekend.
Yeah.
So there's not gonna be no steaks and no potato. We're gonna eat pizza, but it's gonna be good pizza. It ain't gonna be no shitty pizza.
Okay. You ain't ordering no glizzies, ain't you? You're like, we ain't...
No.
Oh, okay.
Sir.
Okay. Cause I think you from the BK, so I was just making sure. Cause because I bring me a chopped cheese.
Fuck chopped cheese, brother. Listen. I'm gonna tell you something right now, bro. I'm 40 years old. I was born and raised in New York for 20 of those 40.
Yeah.
I never heard of no fucking chopped cheese before in my life.
Really?
And I lived in Brooklyn my whole entire life. I never moved out of Brooklyn until I moved to Florida. I've never heard of chopped cheese a day in my life.
So why I keep hearing about it every time?
Because it's they make it hot now.
Oh, okay.
Now it's something out there in New York. And then somebody told me, well, they sold it back in our day. It's just that nobody fucking ordered it because it was disgusting.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense.
So it was like I was wrong and I was right. It existed back then. It's just nobody ordered the shit. Everybody, I guess now the youth taste palette is just completely different.
I thought that was one of the things. Like if I ever went to New York for any particular reason, I would, that'd be the first thing I do, or at least
good luck.
Go get some cheesecake or something. I don't know.
Listen, if you go to New York, the first thing you need to do, you need to go take the J train, and you need to stop at Marcy Avenue on the J train.
Okay.
You get off the Marcy Avenue J train. You go downstairs. You're gonna be on the street. Across the street from that J train, because I'm assuming you're coming from JFK.
Yeah.
So you're coming this way. So when you get off across the street, there's a pizza place, and it's still there because I saw it when I went to New York a couple of months ago. Okay. It's called Leo and Sons Pizza.
Okay.
So if you're ever in Brooklyn, in that area, in Williamsburg, look for Leo and Sons Pizza. Google that shit. The best, when I tell you the best pizza in New York, it's the best pizza in New York. I ate this since I was a child. That's why I got a body like a beanbag. But we're not going to be talking about that. We're not going to be talking about that. It's like the best pizza, in my opinion, the best pizza.
All right, so when the last time you was in downtown St. Pete?
Actually, a couple of weeks ago.
Did you try out Joey Brooklyn's pizza down there?
No, because we went to a Pink Floyd thing, and it was too late to go anywhere.
St. Pete?
No, they were doing a light show. It was just a Pink Floyd light show.
Hey, I was like, boy, Janet's live.
Dude, I would have lost my mind if I would have been able to go to a live Pink Floyd concert, bro. Oh.
Because since I grew up down there, I was like, Janet's Live was always there, but I didn't realize the type of clientele they was bringing in down there.
I'm bugging. That was not even in St. Pete.
Mm-hmm.
That was in Tampa, I think.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm all the way in the boonies, so everything feels like the same area. So no, I know it was. Yeah, it was in Tampa. It was in Tampa.
Oh, okay. All right. Been to a Bucks game yet?
Oh, I'm so tired of watching the Bucks fucking lose.
Oh, we did all right.
Man, bro, like, okay, yeah, now lately, yeah, but when I first moved over, so I worked at a place that a guy, like, worked as an accountant for the Buccaneers, right on Dale, you know where Dale Mabry's at?
Yeah,
the Buccaneers office?
Yeah.
So he worked there, and I worked at the Advanced Auto Parts right off of Dale Mabry.
Oh, okay.
So he used to go there to get his oil change done. No, not his oil change, but get his car parts and do all this other shit.
Yeah.
So every time he went in there, he got tickets. He got like little bags of fucking like hats and jerseys and shit like that, and he'll give it to us.
Yeah.
So he always gives us buck tickets. So I was like, I had so much of it that I was like, I don't even want it anymore because I've already been to like 80 games, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this no more. Like I'm good.
So you got here just after the Super Bowl era. Yeah. We hit a low for like quite a few years. We hit a low for about quite a few years where it was just bad. And but
when y'all had Tom Brady though,
I ain't gonna lie.
Golly, boy.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like, Tom Brady came to the Bucks. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna
right.
He on his last legs. He gonna try to get a chip. He got I seen 2 Tampa championships in my life. I think I'm good. We don't need to win it no more.
There's a lot of teams out there that can't say that. There's a lot of teams out there that can't say that shit. They have zero. They have a bubble. They have nothing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cleveland.
That's like me and my dad. Me and my dad with baseball. My dad is a big Met fan, and I'm a Yankee fan.
Oh shoot!
So it's always back and forth.
You there when they come down here to play the Rays.
Not lately, but I used to like to catch a couple of games here and there.
Mm-hmm. My dad.
I find it therapeutic.
Oh, really?
Because it's not rah-rah. Baseball is about preciseness. It's about doing. You have to actually have some type of talent to actually play this shit.
Right.
So it's about the intimidation of the other team, the pitcher coming in, knowing what this pitcher could do. Yeah. Can I get this out the park? Can I at least get a hit off of this dude?
Yeah.
And shit like that. And you're always consistently working on your record. It's the excitement of watching the players just go at it all. It's not an easy sport to play baseball. Not everybody can play this shit.
Not at all.
I mean, I was raised around the motherfuckers, so I'm Dominican, so I was raised around that shit my whole entire life. And it's a different type of training. It's a different type of mentality to be a baseball player.
Oh yeah,
because you can't rely on your brute strength all the time.
Nah. Because my dad wanted me to play baseball, but I was too busy following my brother's footsteps to play baseball. So I was, but I just when I looked at baseball and I was like, dude, I don't know if I could go out there and hit it. Like, hit the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got curveballs, sliders, sinkers, fastballs.
Why do you think you can't hit one of those? It's all about training. It's all about, knowing what's coming at, what that specific pitcher is known to throw, how, because some pitchers have a formula how they throw.
Right. And
they'll throw curve, straight, curve, fast, curve, or they'll switch it up and do like a dip, and then a curve, and then a fastball, and they'll switch up the speeds and everything. And they'll know how to control that. So it's about knowing the pitcher that's about to come into that mount. Once you're on there with the bat and you're confident enough, don't pay attention to nothing else but that ball. Wherever the fuck your eyes are looking, the bat's going to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you got it's more about. But that's what I'm saying. I love fucking baseball, bro. I love fucking baseball, bro. It's so amazing.
But when I went to a few Rays games, man, back in about like 2010 or something like that, I went with a few with my dad, went to a couple with my brother, and when you sit there and you look at it, it didn't bore me. It didn't bore me because it's almost like it seems like it's like you said, I never heard it described like that, but you said it was like a sport of precision, especially when it comes to pitching and hitting.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I've seen a few steals, I've seen a few home runs in my time, and I just be like, yo, and when you see it live, it feels different than it does on TV. Like, it's like he was strong enough to hit that, because you actually see how long the outfield is, and you like, yo, he really knocked that all the way up to the ceiling. He ain't even hit the scoreboard. he knocked it up to the dome.
Right, right, right. And then it's like one of those things. Like it's people don't like watching it on TV. It's boring when you're watching it on TV. I don't find it boring. I like I said, I find it therapeutic because it's just like watching a game of chess. Seeing the game, seeing both teams play their hands to see how they're gonna play because it's all depending who you're gonna put up to start pitching, who's gonna be ending pitching, who's gonna be a substitute for this bat if something gets hurt because this motherfucker's been hurt for like his leg been fucking killing him for the past week. God knows he's gonna be able to run, and if he can't run, he's not gonna be able to make it, and then we won't be able to score. So then there's gonna be a problem. Then it's about all the way you're supposed to do. And not saying every other sport is not like that, but I don't something about baseball. It's just like you got to be, because you have to be ready for that pitcher, what that pitcher's about to go do. Because if you want to steal that second base, it's either you got to be fast or you got to be faster.
Hey, they go send in a relief runner or something like that, you know. Because I remember when I went to the Rays game and like, you know, Longoria might hit a grounder, go to get the first, and then they'll put in one of the black dudes. They always do. But they,
you want that speed.
You want that speed. Yeah.
You want that speed. I mean, it's the truth. Yeah. You get yourself a Dominican, or get yourself. I mean, the same thing. Dominican and Africans are it's the same shit.
Dude, I don't talk about this story, but they were playing the Red Sox back in like 2011. So right after the game, I went downtown because it was known that the Rays players would come downtown and go hit the strip.
Right.
Man, did I tell you, man? Man, one female thought I was Big Papi, man.
David Ortiz?
Yes. Yes. She thought I was David Ortiz, dog.
What?
So the hair was cut right. The beard was trimmed just the right way, and the smile was hitting in the club that night. The smile was hitting, bro.
That smile was hitting. The light was hitting that shit, that shine real quick. Forget about it.
But dude, the only thing that hurt me was that I wasn't ready for it. Like I didn't study that, because sometimes I can mimic people's accents and stuff. But I've never heard David Ortiz speak, so I don't know if he's like American Dominican or Dominican.
I think it's Dominican, bro. He used to get coconuts back in the day from the trees, bro. That motherfucker's Dominican.
Bro, when she came up to me, her eyes lit up so wide. I seen all the pupils dilated, all that shit.
Big Papi!
She was like, "Are you Big Papi?" I said, "That's all." I said, "Yes."
Let me find out. My man's trying to be Big Papi for a minute, man. That's crazy.
Dude, somebody thought I was Derek Brooks.
Oh my God.
Somebody thought I was Simeon Rice for one day. I was
holy
like,
shit.
I didn't realize how big I was until I started going out. And, you know, I'm like every bit of 6'2". So but I'm stocky. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can tell just by looking at me, I play sports. So when I go to the bar, and this place is known for having
sports guys
in there, and you see me come in there, you know,
automatically you can assume that you're a sports guy.
Yeah, I don't know how many people come up to me and be like, "Yo, what position you?"
Are you married?
Huh?
Are you married?
Yeah.
You have kids, right?
No.
No, you don't have no kids?
Well, yeah, I got stepsons, but I don't have any of my own.
Have you ever gotten flirted with girls thinking that you were a baseball player or a football player?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because being the size that I wasn't
right.
My size wasn't normal. So, you know, whenever I walk into a bar, somebody automatically assumes I played for a college or what NFL, are you on a Bucks practice squad or something like that? And I was just like, yo, let me just take this and I'm gonna run with it until I can.
Right.
I ran with the David Ortiz thing for like maybe about 10 minutes, and I was like, you know what? I can't do it because I can't do the accent. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? If I could do the accent, I would have ran with it the rest of the night.
No, I come here from Dominican Republic, to play baseball. I play baseball in Dominican Republic. I'm very good. Everybody else saw. I'm Big Papi. You don't know about Big Papi.
Right.
That's my man right there. That's my man right there, bro. My no, but the dude from it was Sammy Sosa, bro.
Oh,
Sammy Sosa.
Oh yeah, we used to do that at school.
Boy, Sammy Sosa was the one, bro, until he turned into a white lady. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Dude, I was so mad because I was so mad because all we had left after that was Barry Bonds.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we had.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we had was Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, Ken Griffey. Who else?
Ken Griffey. Oh my God, Ken Griffey's a goat.
Ken
bro.
Griffey, Ken Griffey is my goat. He's my goat. You know what I'm saying?
As much as I want to agree. I understand why would you say that,
Yeah.
but I have to say whether I like him or not because I don't like him. But Derek Jeter to me is
Really?
Derek Jeter is that man is too nice. It was built to play baseball.
Really?
Derek Jeter is different, bro.
Wow. I've never heard anybody say Derek Jeter. It was always either Bonds.
Jared Jeter to me is like I said, I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't. I know how he is in person. I know what type of person he is in real life.
Yeah.
And I don't like him as a person. I don't like him as any of that. But
You must
I cannot. The stats are the stats. I can't deny the stats at all. And me being a Yankee fan, Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez to me were the dream team.
Yeah.
And I think the Yankees were very, very lucky to have those two in the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they did make that section of the bases very dangerous
Right.
for a lot of motherfuckers, and people were not getting through there. if Jeter and Alex are there, there is no one getting home. There's no way in hell no one's getting home because those two were monsters.
Dude.
I
seen the highlights, man. We didn't get the game locally down in Florida, so all I would get is the Rays and stuff like that.
Right.
But the stuff that I seen on SportsCenter, bro, I was just like, yo, when SportsCenter was SportsCenter, it ain't
Right.
SportsCenter no more. But it's
a lot of things changed now in the sport. A lot of things like basketball's not the same no more.
oh man, it's such a tragedy, bro. I'm glad Mike coming back to do commentary next year.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is that like 100% confirmed?
Well, they said that since the NBA is going back to NBC,
Okay. I'm gonna put that as my ringtone, as a matter of fact.
Dude, Jordan is coming to do commentary next year.
Go.
And I was like, yo, just because Jordan doing commentary gonna increase ratings up here. Because everybody gonna want to know what the GOAT's saying.
Everybody's gonna want to know what the GOAT's saying.
And the thing is, if you disagree with the GOAT.
All right, I got a question. You know what?
Don't put me.
Kobe or Jordan?
Oh, I'm biased. I'm Mike all the way, man. I'm Mike.
All right. Mike or LeBron?
Mike.
Okay, so you going with Mike no matter what?
No matter what. No matter.
Okay.
It's
Kobe or LeBron? Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
Okay.
I'm going with Kobe. Why? I'm going with Kobe not because he would copy Jordan, but he's the last remnant of. I respect what Kobe did. I didn't like him. Just like how you feel about Jeter. I didn't like Kobe because he was copying Jordan too much. I just didn't want him to get that 6th ring because he would have been able to talk. Like he would have been able to talk. Yeah. He would have. Hey, but I respect Kobe's game. I respect what he represented for the NBA.
I see Kobe and Jordan as Kobe and Jordan were the same monster carved from the same stone.
I think Kobe could have got the 6 and maybe 7.
Absolutely.
He could have got it if he would have found some way to work it out with Shaq.
Well,
They
Shaq now's a cop, so
So, but I think Kobe made some mistakes, made some different choices that Jordan probably would have went the other way on,
right.
and that messed up Kobe. But I felt like up until he retired, Kobe was the best player in the league. Nah, let me take that back because Derrick Rose showed out for like 2 years.
You know who I like? I love Curry. Stephon Curry, bro.
Really?
Boy, is fire, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, best shooter I've ever seen. I thought
Larry Bird is the best shooter. Don't tell me not. Larry Bird is the best shooter.
I didn't see Bird in his prime. I didn't see it.
What?
I wasn't watching basketball until
You need to go watch the clips. You better go watch those clips. I will put money on Bird right now against Curry.
Really?
Absolutely. People were afraid of Larry Bird. They were afraid of playing that man, bro.
Now, I did hear about the way he used to talk trash.
Bro, no, he talked trash and backed it up that moment.
Yeah.
Don't tell me nothing about that shit. I'm not saying Curry ain't nice. He's nice, absolutely. He ain't no Larry Bird. Larry Bird's a shooter, bro. Larry Bird's a shooter. He's the shooter that everyone's trying to learn from to be.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the, I think, in my opinion, I've watched Larry Bird. My sister used to be, and I wasn't really into basketball like that. My
Right.
sister was the one that was into basketball a lot, so we watched it a lot. I was into the whole baseball thing. But I was watching it, and as watching it, I learned to love it, and I learned to, really, really like the sport. And, bro, I'm sorry.
Hey, Big Kahuna say in the chat, run the Larry Bird mixtape and rack to it with mugs.
I ain't doing none of that, brother. You asking me to work. This ain't work, man. I'm having a conversation with my brother. I'm having a conversation with my brother. I ain't trying to...
Can we just take a night? Can we just have our night? You know what I'm saying?
Let's have a night off. Let's have a night off real quick, man.
Dude, because some days I don't even want to turn on OBS. Like, I'll be like, yo, like...
Yo, I feel you, bro.
I look at the donation list. I'll be like, yo, I can do this tomorrow.
Yeah, nah, like, I kind of get like that when I'm in the studio if I don't stop.
Yeah.
If I'm like continuously going without a break,
yeah.
That's when I'm just like, I need to like step away from the studio for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to be here right now because it's getting too much. It gets too much sometimes.
Dude, so do you get so pretty much you're saying like you get music fatigue sometimes, like
No,
okay.
I get studio fatigue.
I get that.
I will never get tired of listening to music. I'm half pleased. I like if we stay quiet right now. Watch. You hear that? I play music everywhere I go. There's music playing in my yard right now. Ain't nobody out there. I'm playing music right now in my bathroom. Ain't nobody out there. I just got music playing around my house consistently because music relaxes me wherever I go.
All right, so when it's speaking of relaxing, what's the genre you go to relax? Jazz, classical,
Opera.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
I listen to some opera, like especially meditation. I do a lot of opera with meditation. It helps me zone in with the pitches. I just get in there and I can really get into my space where I need to be at.
Bro, opera. I've never thought anybody could meditate listening to opera.
Well, not really meditate, but get me to where I need to go.
Oh, okay. You just
and then once I'm done with it, then I have something to play right after that'll get me real zone, like real like calming oceans and like sort noise, like forest noises and stuff like that. So it'll go from opera to like noises like that, and that'll help me get into where I need to go when I meditate.
For me is jazz, a little bit of house music, like pretty much like lo-fi EDM kind of thing, like
right.
And I for real, bro, I would straight up lose it. Like I would be like in another place, sitting in my office, and I'd be just
Zoned, just completely zoned.
no. And like I have one of those galaxy things. You can see it moving back here, and I point that joker up, and I just be gone. I be like, when you used to just sit there and let the PS2 start up. And
Yeah.
it just swirls and then it just goes down. That's where I am. I'm going in like. But dude, like I was. It's sometimes people say being silent sometimes when it comes to music, and sometimes I do get that music fatigue. Like
You know what helps me? You know what helps me when I meditate? Since I meditate, I got a playlist. So I'll play like some very bluesy Elvis, and then I'll play some very bluesy like Angelina Jordan, and then like my playlist goes from opera, and then it'll just hit everything. But I set it up to a point where it just gets me. It's a whole vibe going through the whole entire procedure of it.
Really?
With and it mixes with a whole bunch of things. Like my playlist, it has 356 songs in it.
Ooh.
So it's just like a playlist of a lot of just calming music. It doesn't matter with words, without words. It doesn't matter. It just gets me to where I need to go into that.
So if I like, cause sometimes like I get to a point where I'm just like kind of burnt out, and
Right.
And I think we've all experienced like burnout a little bit, but it like, do you have something to like help you? Like, nah, I ain't trying to burn out right now. Like, I need some motivation. Like, where are you going to?
Motivation is crazy because I'm pretty sure your list is crazy. Let me hear your list first. What is like your motivational like music to go to that you need a pep up, and all right, I need to get these reactions going. I need to get this work day going. I need something to pump me up.
There's a guy, I don't know how known he is, but he has his name is Stick, and he made a whole album dedicated to workout and fitness and self growth and stuff. But but this beat, it's an automatic turn up. It's an automatic turn up. And lately he has another song off another album that is called Put in the Work. So that's been my little mantra. I would listen to that while I'm working out. I would listen to that before I jump on here.
Right.
What really get me going is probably 80s Mike. 80s Mike, Speed Demon, Smooth Criminal, Jackson 5.
I love Baby Michael. We are the world. No, that was not Baby Michael. That
wasn't Baby Mike.
That was still Chocolate Michael.
Oh, I ain't scared to sing up here.
That's fire, bro. I love Baby Mike. I love Baby Mike, bro.
Dude, hey, Jackson 5, I didn't realize up until like 2007, when I really realized how fire the Jackson 5 was. Like, when I listened to Enjoy Yourself.
You enjoyed yourself.
Yeah. And it was just enjoy yourself, move, let the magic in the music after you, like you ain't had it.
Stop. You see, you're gonna sing. We can do this shit for another 2 hours. Just you sing and I dance,
dude. And then it was Blame It on the Boogie. Dang, what was the other? Dance Machine.
Who's saying Blame It on the Rain? Was that Bell Biv DeVoe? Wow. I fucked up there, man.
No, Blame It
Who
on
said
the Rain?
Blame It on the Rain? Yeah. That's all I know.
Why do I feel like that's Milli Vanilli? That might be.
That is Milli Vanilli. Vanilli.
Shoot.
I don't know where the fuck I got the other one. I absolutely believe it's Milli. That's absolutely Milli Vanilli. Absolutely. Blame it on the rain. Yeah. You know what else? Another Crisscross. Crisscross to make you jump. I love Crisscross, man.
Dude, what really got me hyped, what really used to get me hyped was Kid and Play.
Woo!
Kid and Play.
I love the house parties. I love all the house parties, bro.
Dude, house party really is the essence of the 90s. And no, and a lot
Yeah,
of people
absolutely.
like house party, bro. Like
What was your craziest house party that you've ever been to?
Man, I don't know if I can talk about that one on YouTube, man.
We'll clip this one out and put it. Everybody, cover your ears if you're in the chat. Just cover your ears,
dude. I think I went to a party I wasn't supposed to be at, and it was to like a rival school. And the only reason I went because a bunch of homies from middle school, we all went to different high schools, but they still had my number, and I went to rival school's house party. So when I get there, I see all these kids from like middle school I ain't seen in a while. So I'm dapping up. All of a sudden, I see a line of coke. I say, "Yo,
yeah, what are we doing?"
What? I was like, "What we? Excuse me. This is what we do at the white party? I ain't never been at the white party."
What the white party? The white around your lip?
Hey, kegger, like 3 keggers.
Yeah, they don't live.
Beer pong, dude. It was the first time I was at a white party. Like it's different from the cookout. It's different from the black house party. Dude, when I walked in there, the pool was full, people in the house, but I was comfortable though. I was the biggest one there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna try me. But the stuff I like witnessed, the girls I saw, dude, I'm like 16 getting my hormones blown the freak out.
my man's in heaven.
Dude,
my man's in heaven right now.
Bro, it was like, I was coming in like the Simpsons.
Oh my God.
So go in there, man. I'm trying to I see all the when you ain't seen people from middle school in a while. This was like 11th grade year. So I ain't seen them in a couple years. So some of the girls done filled out a little bit. I was like,
right.
I was like, Kristen ain't flat no more. Brittany ain't flat no more. Uh-oh. We see a little brownness around the hips. I was like, huh? Let me go partake. I ain't worried about nothing else. I'm trying to partake in the women at the party. Like it's, sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I?
No, it's dangerous. When you go to a white party and they play that song, you better put your wallet in your car and lock your doors. Somebody gonna rob you. Something about to happen. Something about to happen. It'll play around when that song comes out.
Somebody said that wasn't really Millie though.
What was it?
What was Megan? What are you talking about? Shoot, but I just that was probably the craziest. No. Now I think about it. It was definitely one of the raves. We were out at Cape by
a rave.
That was truly the white party. Because I was one of like 5 niggas. And 2 other niggas was with me. So
it's bad. That's hilarious. Dude, that is hilarious.
Dude, we were at, how do you pronounce that? I still can't pronounce this junk right. Cape Canaveral? I think it was
Cape Canaveral?
We was out there. And
that's far.
Bro, we drove from St. Pete to Cape Canaveral to go to this paint party. Like it was a rave, yeah. So we go out there, and I knew something was wrong, but because when we came into the park, it was nothing but trees. I'm like, whoa, wait, bro, hold up. This sounds like a Jason movie about to start. I don't want to go back here in the trees. I thought we was gonna be in the open
Right.
part. We can see the road from where we are, a place to escape, but we going in the trees. So my homeboy was like, "Shut up, man." So we just keep going. Get to the back. The whole forest just opened up into this space.
A bunch of niggas in the woods. That's a bad situation.
So we bought a tent. We know how to set up the tent.
A tent? You were gonna sleep out there?
Yeah. It was one of them. It was one.
Do you know how to protect yourself in the woods?
No.
Oh, brother, then you shouldn't be camping. You should be leaving. Oh no!
We set up the tent. The tent was trash. The tent, we didn't have everything we needed. So, but we got it up good enough to where it won't fall. It won't fall. So we go out there. We hit the molly. The music start playing. We see the sunset, which was beautiful. But then all of a sudden, when the sun go down, I look up in the sky, and the planets were aligned that night.
Okay.
Planets were aligned. So I was like, okay, this seems like some good fortune. What happened today?
Right.
I get high. I'm up there doing the shuffle. I'm doing up there shuffling. You know what I'm saying? Just hitting it.
Yep.
I look to the side. These girls ain't got no shirts on. What?
Uh-oh.
I wish I had a zoom feature. I wish I had a zoom so you can zoom in on my face. So I was like, is them titties?
Tays, buddy. Tays.
Dude, I was like, so like that rave really was that set up the whole year 2012. Like I was raving that whole year after that. And,
wow.
But it was crazy because it was a girl flame dancing out there. Flame dancing. Bro.
They do some other shit over there, bro.
Flame dancing, dude was breathing fire. I'm like, dog, wait a second. This is a music festival, not a circus. So
that's how I felt when I moved down to Florida and I started to see how people were doing shit out here. And I was like, what the fuck is, like, my boys took me to Clearwater Beach the first summer that I got here. And they were like, yo, we're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna go to the boardwalk, the pier, we're gonna walk the pier, and then we're gonna come back and then we're just gonna walk the sand and shit like that. I'm like, oh, it sounded like a cool time until I saw the darkness of the ocean at night. Not another time in New York I seen that shit. What the fuck do I need to be in the water at that time? And I saw it and I was like, fuck all of that. But then I started seeing people in the beach with like doing bonfires, drinking, like these college dudes. Bro, come take a fucking shot, man. And I'm like, what? Free alcohol? Fuck yeah. And then, dude, we had some fun times at the beach, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We had some fun times at the beach.
Clearwater Strip is one of the top strips in America. Because it stretches all the way from Clearwater all the way down to St. Pete Beach.
Right.
So you can literally just be on the strip and just go to every beach all the way down to the Don Cesar. And
it's beautiful. I love it. I love it.
It's one of the wonders of the world. I want it to be. I hope it is, but that's what make me miss Florida the most. Like have you done your hurricane party yet, sir? Have you been broken into the hurricane party?
I have been broken into the first year.
Okay.
I got here in August and a hurricane hit that September. I don't recall the name of it, but it was 2004.
Yeah.
Whatever hurricane was happening in that time frame. Actually, I think it was a little bit 2005 because we were already in the apartment. So about 2005 is when I got my first hurricane party. We didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
We were just like, me, my mother, my father, we got rosaries, and we're just like, we're gonna pray this one out, guys. We've never been in this situation before. Did you see what the fuck that palm tree was doing? That palm tree was bent. Yeah. Like, that's not. I was like, my dad's car moved and it went, and I was like, oh, it moved shit. No, we went. Everybody else, I see motherfuckers with literal fucking wagons with beer and ice and just walking in the complex and be like, all right, what's going on? But it's raining like crazy, bro. And they just walk in and I'm like, oh, Jesus, please help them. Help. They don't know what they do. Like, I was scared shitless. Then my brother-in-law came and he had propane little grill and he was like, all right, open up all the fucking windows. We're about to lose electricity. And then we were like, no, we're not. We've been having electricity for the past couple of... The minute we said that, zoom.
Yep.
Because there was a big ass, freaking overcast that was coming over that was just gonna, lightning. Everything was going on. So, but it was fun. We would just we stood up, drinking. We stood up. We were like drinking. We were like telling jokes back and forth, like making each other laugh. We like the bedroom was the living room. Everybody just put their shit on there, and we all slept on the floor. And it was like the most like funnest shit in the world, bro.
Dude, my house had storm shutters. So we was the only house amongst the people we knew that had storm shutters. So everybody came to our house. Bro, we played some of the best Halo I've ever played.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, hey, getting off the
we almost lost one. We almost lost a dude doing that shit once once I got a little bit older in Florida and then we started having hurricane parties. We almost lost a motherfucker because we wanted to play Halo in this fucking forest in the middle of a fucking hurricane that we didn't know what was what.
Yeah.
We didn't know where we were at. And we were just like, we all got together. We didn't see this dude for a week.
What?
Like a whole week we didn't see this dude. After a week, he came to Walmart and we were just like, where the fuck were you been? He's like, no, I got caught. He's like, I got caught up. He got caught up. A gust of wind took him and threw him inside like a little fucking man-made little lake shit that was there.
Yeah.
And it streamed him down. So he was like about a couple of blocks away. He got the fuck out and he was off because we were smoking and we were doing a lot of crazy shit. So he just laid on the grass and he stood there until the shit passed. And he got up and started walking home. He walked home, took a shower, and just stood there. He got sick. He had a fucking cold the whole entire week. And then he came back and he was like, yeah, I was fucking gone. I was all types of fucked up. And I was like, damn, bro. Like, we lost you. I was like, I thought we really got you. Yeah. And he's like, nah, bro. He's like, I got caught. And he's like, because we were like right where there was like a nice stream. And it was down like Clearwater area. Like, it was a nice stream that was going down.
I'm trying to think where that might be at.
It was crazy, bro. It was like not on the beach, but it was like a man-made type of, I want to say like a river, but it's like the springs. It's like kind of like the springs type of shit.
Yeah.
But it like took him, and I was just like, yeah, you were wilding for even being that close. Yeah. We were not even nowhere near there. We were like in a field, God knows fucking where, trying to play in the dark like idiots because we were fucked up. I'm telling you, like drugs are bad, bro. You end up doing a lot of stupid shit when you're like fucked up. These were ideas of a bunch of addicts. That's what it was.
The only time I didn't never go out was it was like category 3 or higher. I would never.
Hold on, give me a second, bro. Oh, hey, baby.
You really can't see me.
I can't see the lights hitting my eyes, and I saw a figure, and I thought I had to defend myself for a second.
Yeah, he got serious in his face for a minute. I was like,
no, because for a second I was just like, do I need to get up and drop kick somebody on live? It's gonna be crazy.
Just see the YouTube plaque shake over there. Just
whap! Like, what the fuck? Like, baby, is that you?
That is not a good thing, though, that you can't see.
No, it's not. The light is like directly in my eye, so I'm gonna have to maneuver this away from my eyes.
Yeah.
And still hit me because I really can't see you. I thought it was somebody trying to get your boy. I'll aim some bitch. I'm gonna get robbed right on live. That's some bullshit.
We need a panic button.
I got a panic button. Ah!
Oh God.
You'll hear that shit. Scared the fuck out those motherfuckers, whoever it is. But yeah, dude, like, oh my God. You ever played Manhunt before?
One time. And
I love playing Manhunt.
The only reason I stopped playing because I was a big black dude in a white neighborhood, and I said, I'm done. Everybody else was smaller than me. They looked mildly not threatening, but being 6'2", then kind of, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You couldn't hide nowhere.
I couldn't hide nowhere, and plus, like, if people see me running and stuff like that, they gon'. I just got nervous, because I was in a white neighborhood. I was like, I knew where I was. I was just like, can't see none of the other niggas here, but you can see me.
Oh my God.
Like, you can see some other people, but when you saw me, because I remember what made me really stop playing was I came out. I was like behind some trees in the park or something like that, and I came out to the road, and some lady was walking her baby like at night, and I'm like, first of all, I'm like, why are you out here? But then I was like, oh, I'm in their neighborhood, so I'm like, me and my homie are like walking towards trying to find people, but we were walking towards her. Bro, tell me why she took the baby out the stroller and started running the opposite direction.
Nigga.
She thought we was finna. I said, you know what? Let me go back to the house. I'm going back to the house.
Yeah, I read into that a couple of times. That's just so stupid.
I was like, oh, yeah, this is my cue, because I don't want to be on Channel 10. So, because I was like 17. I was like 17 at the time. I never played Manhunt again after that. So that was the only time I played. And all of a sudden, some white lady.
See, they took me out in Dade City, and there was a guy that had property, and he rented out property in Dade City, and we could play Manhunt out there.
Right.
So this is the first time. I've never played Manhunt before. My boys from Walmart invited me. I said, what do I need to bring? They were like, you need to get yourself a paintball gun, some paintballs, and some protection gear if you want to do it, because he don't allow you in the property unless you have that shit, because he doesn't want to be liable for anything or anything like that.
Right.
So I got all that stuff ready. I didn't know I knew what Manhunt was, but I've just never done it. And I go out here, and it's me, my boy, he's black. Yeah. And then everybody else is white.
Yeah.
The landowner is white. His kids are white. And they had like a party. So there was a whole bunch of others in there. And I'm just like, me and my boy were looking at each other, and I was like, so what made us think that we were going to make out of this? We were going to get out of this? Because we're in, like, I don't know where I'm, and this is fresh. This is me fresh from New York.
Yeah.
So I've already been hit with every racial slur and every racial face you could think of at this point.
Right.
So I'm already, on my guard is up, and I was like, I'm going to hear some racist shit. I already know it. I was like, and I don't feel like dealing with this. I wanted to come out here and have some fun, bro. That's all. But we ended up going there, and then my boy knows. Our boy, he's white. He knows.
Yeah.
That this is a concern to us. So he starts fucking with us and starts screaming, let's try to roll him up, boys! And I'm just like, you see, that type of shit right there that will get you fucked up in a heartbeat, bro. Like, what do you mean round them up, boys? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Cool, but you ain't cool.
I told him.
Get dropped.
I told that motherfucker, I'll bite. I don't know what motherfuckers tell you out here. I'm not about the hands. I'm not a boxer. I will bite you if I need to. I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like, don't be done, because then everybody, when he said that, everybody started looking, and I was like, oh, so this was a setup. That's what this was. This was a whole fucking setup, bro. You know, like, I'm not doing this, but it was all jokes and fun, and we had, like, literally the best fucking weekend over there, bro.
Yeah.
The best. It was crazy.
Like, look, I know I talk about white people a lot in this stream, but I will say some of the best times I've had was hanging out with my white friends. So I was like, I see it on one end, but I got it on the other. You know what I'm saying? I had my white homeboy take me out on the named Brandy. He took me out on his family boat.
Right.
Dude, I know my ancestors. I know my ancestors.
He's like, I don't want to go. He's like, I don't want to go on the boat, bro. Don't be putting me in a position.
It was like, Drew, stop being scared. Get on the boat. So I get on the boat. Soon as we get out in the bay, and we're like behind the pier, like we're way out there, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna just lay down. So right, I'm gonna just lay down. So
Right on the boat. It's just,
dude, I was right in the middle of the boat. I just said, I'm gonna lay down. I ain't getting up no more. I'm not standing. I'm making sure I get back to land, y'all. And dude, it was the funniest. I wish I had it on video.
Right.
I'm literally like just like this in the middle of the video.
Just lay the fuck out.
Yeah, dude, dude, I was sitting up there. I'm just like, man, I ain't moving. I ain't getting up. Like, man, just get me back to land. I was like,
Megan said, we're not all bad, man. I know. I married a white woman. I know. Y'all not all that bad. Y'all absolutely beautiful. Fucking. Like, I don't see that. I didn't know. Like, to be honest, because I'm from Brooklyn, bro. I didn't know racism until I got to Florida.
Really?
I've never seen it where I was from. It was so diverse in my neighborhood. I had Polish, Italian, Black, Puerto Rican, and Haitian.
yeah.
So my area, we had diverse. We had Jewish people that lived. My Catholic school that I went to was in the middle of a Jewish neighborhood.
Okay.
So we were diverse as fuck. So I never understood that. We just never liked people. In New York, it wasn't. Oh, I don't like you because of your skin color. No, I don't like you because you're in my fucking face.
yeah.
And you're a human being. So get the fuck out my way. That's why. That's what we didn't like. It's just
Yeah.
people. It didn't matter what's good. But when I got here, I started to see that, and I was like, "But what the fuck did I do? Like, all I was trying to do was trying to clean a window, and you
Right.
over here moving your purse to the side like I'm gonna take your fucking ass $10, bitch. Shut up. If I wanted to rob you, I would have been robbed your ass."
Dude, I was out at a bar one night.
Larry's
Man.
stupid. Hey, Larry said, "I
What
like
he say?
turtles."
I like turtles. Dude, you know what? I had this moment happen to me. I've only talked about it a few times, but I had this moment happen to me that I left the situation with so much respect, but it was outright offensive to what she told me. So I'm at this little dive bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm in there like this.
Getting it. You getting it.
I'm getting it. Start dancing with a little PYT. Start dancing. We dancing. We getting it. We grooving.
PYT for those in the chat. Pretty young thing.
Pretty young thing, right?
No, it's
Now-
PYT. Just letting you know.
All right. So we dancing now. I pull her to the side. I'm trying to get the number now. Tell her my name. Girl looks at me. She says, Juice, I like you. But my dad said, if I ever bring home a black guy, I lose my inheritance.
Nigga.
I said, your dad ain't got to see me.
It's a fact.
He ain't got to see me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to see me. She was like, I know, but I don't want to lose my inheritance if he ever found out. I was offended and I respected it at the same time. It was the weirdest feeling to be like, you know what, that's the most honest rejection I've had.
I mean, that was being dead ass. Like you couldn't fight that. You couldn't.
Not at all.
There was nothing you could have done to say. Well, like
There was
I know how to dance. I got good hips. I could do that. Like it's really hard to try to fight that rejection. Like your inheritance. It's kind of hard to make that decision.
Like, I couldn't convince her. I ain't have enough game like that. I was like, yo. She said she talking facts. Somebody said from Juice to Muggs story.
No, but what's crazy though, Muggs, is if it was like a long-term thing to the point of like you guys knew each other, and she knew the type of dude. I don't think if it wasn't just like an encounter, if it was something that you knew her and she knew who you were, and you guys would have just known each other as friends, I don't think the inheritance would have mattered. I
You know,
honestly think it wouldn't matter at all.
yeah,
Because she gave you the respect of being that honest with you off rip.
yeah, and it was mildly like attractive to, like I was more
Cause you
intrigued.
can't get it. That's why. You were intrigued because you couldn't get close to that shit.
Yeah, so
But I think after a while you would have talked her down. I think you would have talked her down. You got that persona.
I never saw her again after that.
Goddamn.
I never saw her again after that,
Oh man.
dude. And
If you want to talk about it, how'd you meet your wife?
I met her. We were friends for a long time. I actually met her 3 months after I moved here.
Okay.
But we stayed friends up until about 2019. And, then things started going a different direction, because what happened was the what we tell everybody else, that's the story, but the true story, I'll say here. But
Exclusive.
exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, like, we was following the same church ministry at the time. One of my friends who were following that ministry too, he just all of a sudden he said, "Hey man, this is a good woman to talk to, right?" So I see the profile picture. I was like, okay, so I hit her up. So I hit her up on Facebook, got to rapping, and then I was like, yeah, I see you at the function. The function was just the church function. So I seen her at the church function, made our first greetings, got the number. Well, I wanted to hang out, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna let her go do what because I think she had plans. So after that, we were just talking on the phone for about a good year. She I was in Central Texas, she lived in Dallas. And
Okay.
so, that's like an hour away from where I am. So she, we were just getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Laughing, kiki high on the phone. We started to connect, and the friendship bloomed after that. So
Right.
over the years, she would confide in me, I would confide in her. We were just friends. But around 2019, it was like the romantic attraction started.
There might be something here.
There
Right?
might be something. So when we started dating, we were dating for 2 years before we got married. But what we set in those years as friends, the strong foundation and
Absolutely.
that's what I always wanted, like somebody I could be honest with, be myself with, talk to, and she accepts me for me, even in all my weirdness. Like outside of this, I'm weird. So outside of this, I'm weird. So it's
That's
it-
dope,
it-
though.
it's so good to have somebody that it kind of accepts you for who you are,
Exactly.
good and bad. And
I mean, yeah, I have the same thing with my wife. That me and my wife were friends way before we became what we were. And you're right. That foundation is what it's needed in a relationship. Once you have that foundation, because you already know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You already know the person that you get, because you were friends before. So you'll say things to your friends that you wouldn't say to somebody you trying to get to know and trying to be with romantically.
Right.
And shit like that. What does she think about you doing the YouTube thing and doing all that?
She knew about when I was streaming Street Fighter and all that stuff. Like she knew about that. I would actually talk to her while I'm streaming. So a lot of the times I'll be playing Street Fighter, having a full conversation. My whole chat can hear the conversation. So so they knew, the whole chat knew her by name. They would refer to her in comments and videos and stuff like that. And like those guys, I never forget those guys, man. I know them all by name. Those guys were my first core group of subscribers. And I consider them good friends. I don't even say they subscribe. Like they were like my best friends at the time. So it was
Right.
So it was real cool for them to be. They were more happy for me than some of people in my real life. You know what I'm saying? Because they were able to see it from the time I started streaming. This was like 2017, so they saw it grow all the way up into the marriage. So they were
Wow.
like, "Yo, can we come to the courthouse, whatever, like that?" I
That's
was like,
dope, man. That is
Man.
dope.
you know, even though none of them couldn't make it, because we just really just did it like shotgun style. So, because
Yeah, me and my dude, you know, yo, we have to be brothers from another because me and my wife did it the same thing. It was me and my wife and the kids.
Yeah.
and that's we just went to the courthouse. We did our thing. After that, we went to the botanical garden. Started taking
Yeah.
pictures with flowers and stuff like that. Went to the restaurant, ate, went home, spent some time as family together there, just chilling. We didn't do
Right.
nothing crazy, and then we know later on we did our honeymoon and shit like that. But that is so dope, bro. That is so
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of this through with her support, and because she knows that this takes a lot of time, and it takes a
Talk
lot
on
of
it.
time from me and her connecting too. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, for the reactors that's married out there, they should know what we talking about. Like it's
A balance.
man, talk about like, you know, I gotta get this video done, but you've been in here all day.
Right.
So and it's like, man, you just building something. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
trust that we building something to, you know, help benefit us in the future. And
And the crazy thing is, bro, our wives don't understand that they control this.
yeah,
What we do here, they're the ones that control this because when our wives are being at their most supportive, we go above and beyond every time.
yeah,
Because we understand that we have that backup. We have that backbone that is going to have our back and understands and sees the dream and sees the potential and sees where we could take this.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're trusting the process.
Yeah.
Just trust the process and work. And it's always amazing doing it with somebody that was there from the beginning with you.
right.
And then if this builds for me and you, if this builds to something bigger, like my main goal is this kind of like the same thing you said, like having a podcast and making a very good podcast and have artists and all types of people in here and have these conversations of just
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Just have these life conversations that need to happen. Because yeah, it's good to you know, we've already touched on so many subjects and everything, and our wives are probably watching us right now being supportive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, to have that, I mean, I don't think I would have been able to do this shit without my wife.
Oh no. No, because whenever times I was down about views or anything like that, she would always come behind me and just make sure I calm down. Like, cause one thing about me is that I'm very self-critical about. I don't like feeling stagnant. So whenever I have like I'm actually at my worst when I feel stagnant. So I have to churn and keep moving like that. And so whenever I've been at a low place, like I've just been able, and it feels so good to do this, but like just to go and just lay down on the lap. It's so good to just do that. It is just like, yo, man, move, man. The views ain't right, you know. And then,
Yeah.
you know, so I was like, man, how they, you know, and you just be venting frustrations. You know, you see other channels like just pass you with ease, and it's not like you get jealous, but it's like, man, so what's wrong with
What am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing wrong? Right.
Right.
It's not a jealousy like fuck, man. Why did he make it and what did he just pass me and I did it? It's not just. It's more of a like what you said. It's just what am I doing wrong? Like, am I doing something wrong? Am I posting it wrong? Am I putting
Yeah.
wrong hashtags on it? What am I doing wrong that it's not moving the same way? Yeah, it's frustrating, bro. It's fucking frustrating as shit.
Shoot, and I know we was talking before the show, and we was talking about the copyright claims and stuff, and
Yes.
dude, people don't understand the stuff that we have to do to bypass
Just so they can see it. Just for
so
them to
you
see
can
it.
see it. Just
on it,
so
brother.
you can see it.
Speak on it, brother. It's a process that I think is in place on purpose to wear us down. That's what I think.
You think so?
I think so.
We got to be very stubborn, or jump to different content that kind of has a gap between music and what we react to. I think I've seen. I don't know if you've seen it either, but have you seen other bigger reactors like they kind of jump to more commentary style type of stuff?
Because that's where it is. Understand that right now when we are content creators, there's only one place for us to go, and that's the podcast world.
Yeah.
In order to do that, you have to have a lot more talking videos, a lot more videos of, let's talk about this subject and this is what's trending, and then do that in order for you to get comfortable with talking about current events, for you to get comfortable about doing things like that. Like you could push on forward into the podcast world, and that's when you start getting the sponsors. That's when you start getting all of that. So that's the goal for a reactor, honestly, is the road to the podcast. Unless you're an artist yourself and you're trying to push your own music, then that's a different story. Then you'll be your Knox Hills, your Screwfaces, shit like that. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But a lot of these content creators like me, I don't rap, I don't write music, I don't produce, I don't do any of it. I am a fan of hip hop, but I am a comedian. That's my thing. So I use mine as I could have one of the most realest podcasts in the world where there's no hold bars and we could talk about literally anything we want.
Yeah.
Because what's the whole point of having it? We have to stop certain things or like I wouldn't, if an artist says I'll come up, but I'm not talking about this. If you're putting too much limitations to this, it's not gonna be genuine.
Yeah.
Because then what else are we gonna be left to talk about? Like it's almost like sometimes the audience do need to have some answers on some things because they are the ones that support us. They are the ones that are the ones that are using their money and their time to support our page.
Yeah.
So, but you get to a point where you're just like, man, fuck all that. It's about my mental health and da. It's like, it's a tough road, bro. It's been a tough road.
It is. I think when I get through it, because I know what I'm doing on ad revenue and stuff like that, but when I was like, okay, my new goal I'm gonna have to do. I want at least 4 million views a month. That's my new goal. And I recognize that sometimes doing too many donation requests could probably be bad for the channel, which is unfortunate.
Right.
And because I want to honor all the requests that I get, and I be wanting these requests to get 5,000, 10,000 views so I can keep doing it. But eventually, when you see the views dropping and the subscribers per day start dropping, then you got to go back and be like, okay, so what's happening there?
Yeah, but the way I see it, it's all a balance, though. It's all a balance because if I could take time out every day to do something different or react to something different, I'm gonna do that to make sure that I hit every fan base that I can.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, you may want it today, but probably in 2-3 days you're probably gonna get it because I'm going to hit that fan base. I'm going to hit that. So it's gonna be different reactions that I try to do a day and try to please anybody with the understanding that I'm never gonna please everybody.
Right.
And just go with it. So I just react and go. I just react and go, and whatever happens. If I get the views, I get the views. Cool. If I don't get the views, then it came to a point where it was bothering me that I'm just like, fuck, that I'm not getting. It's not moving. My shit's on standstill. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I was like, is it too long of a video? And then I start asking. Then I start doubting myself.
Yeah.
And then when I doubt myself, there goes the ego out the fucking window.
Oh,
like I'm just now my creativity is gone.
Yeah.
Now I can't even focus on doing the video, and then it's all a mental battle that we deal with every day, bro. It's a mental battle that we deal with because not only are we trying to fight our own emotions, but we're also trying to fight a system that was built for us to lose. If we don't follow a certain criteria they want us to follow. So it sucks, but that's why a long time ago I just stopped giving a fuck about what the numbers were, and I just started just doing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, if it comes, it comes, and if it doesn't, I'm making enough where I could cover my side of the bills. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Just doing that.
So you are full time.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. I'm working on it.
You're gonna get there.
Yeah, I'm working on it because this.
Where you at now? You at 111,000 or
Yeah,
what?
117.
117,000, bro. You're gonna get there to the point where you're gonna be able to do it, bro. I promise you. Like I took a lot of risk, not risk, but more of I had to cut back on a lot of shit.
Really?
Of my normal routine that I normally did when I was getting 2 checks.
Yeah.
And now I'm only down to 1 check, and that check barely pays anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay. So after my bills, I got like $45 left. So let's make that work for a month. Let's see where we can push that for a month. And it's like, it sucks, yes. And I stressed about it a lot, yes. But at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, well, my mortgage is paid, my car payment is paid, my insurance is paid, the phone is paid, the internet is paid, there's food in the fridge. Do I really need more than this?
Right.
And once I started getting my brain to think that way, like if it grows, bro, and if it doesn't grow, it is what the fuck it is, bro. I'm having fun. At the end of the day, I'm having the best fun in the world. TNT Dad, what's going on, baby?
Yeah, I seen him in here. I was like, oh shoot. Got the brethren joining.
I love it when reactors, and then that's the whole thing about it, bro, is bringing the whole reaction community into, instead of trying to fight each other and try to,
we too solo dolo, man. We too solo dolo about, our channel, our growth and stuff like this. We don't want to crossbreed viewers and stuff like that. Even though viewers watch all us. I seen a dude post a reaction video and like he had tagged like 40 channels in the comments that he watches. And I was like, everybody watches everybody. I've seen some of the same commenters in your videos and they come watch me, or they come watch Chill Rock, or they come watch Keto, or they like the ecosystem of viewers is very, very large. Like it's
right.
And it's enough out here, you know what I mean? But I think once, it's just like Jorge, for example, or George. I don't know,
It's Jorge. It's Jorge. It's Gavidantas. You know in Puerto Rico he used to be a Puerto Rican ninja.
Oh really?
Yeah, he used to fight crime out there. In the streets, he's a real one, bro. Don't
imagining a Puerto Rican ninja is egregious.
No, the whole entire outfit is just a Puerto Rican flag. That's all it is. It's a huge Puerto Rican flag. Like the star, you almost kind of look like Captain America, but you kind of look at it like this, and you're like, that's a Puerto Rican flag. And then he comes out. He doesn't have a shield, but he could fuck you up with some totones. He gets some plantains and just starts throwing that shit at you like that. That boy's nasty with it. Nasty work.
But shout out to Jorge. Dude, he's an excellent mod in my channel, man. Like,
I love him, bro. I love that, man.
And it's a bunch of other commenters like that too, and they actually suggest that we all do more content together. Like they want us.
They're loving it. They're loving it, bro. They love when we connect. Like I had Lockwolf. Lockwolf came down for vacation in Florida, and he came to the studio, and they loved it. They loved seeing us together. July we're supposed to be meeting up and everything. If funds permitted, I'm gonna do it. Like right now, I'm still trying to, because I'm only doing this, so I'm kind of strapped for cash like that. Everything else is going to bills and food.
Yeah.
We're trying to survive. Oh, well, I don't want to say that we're that bad because my wife does work and she does amazing work. So I mean, we're good, but it's just like right now, I'm more focused on like trying to bring that community together and trying to all of us get that work because they love that shit, bro.
Yeah, they want to see. I had an idea. There's a reaction I did last year, and it's to the band called The Residents. Now, I'll say this: if I had $200, I would challenge every reactor to try and get through it. I got through it.
What's the name of the song?
No, it's a whole album.
A whole album. Okay, all right.
It's a whole album. If I think Jorge knows, he knows what I'm talking about.
What's the name of the album?
Man, only thing I know is one of the songs is called Duck Stab. So
Duck what?
Duck Stab, like The Residents, Duck Stab. It's a whole. One of my subscribers did a $100 donation request for me to react to that, and he warned me at the beginning. He said, "Listen, this is not going to be what you think it is. Like, it's not going to be. I think it's about 19 songs. 19 songs, but it's like very dissonance-y kind of music. Like, it's not. Whew, it was rough. Like, I got through it, but
oh man,
it was a mission. It was a mission, and I was.
I'll do it for $20 and a bag of pizza rolls. I guarantee that I can make that album entertaining as fuck.
CD Stanley, he knows what I'm talking about. He was there. He was there for that. He said, "Oh no, not that."
You're like, hell no, not that one. Fuck that. Now we're gonna have to hear. You wouldn't have to hear one of the songs.
Hey, I was thinking like a last reactor standing. Like, who could sit and take all that? No,
you think let me. You know what? I should play. I need the name of it. I want to play one.
Just go to Residents and then just Duck Stab. He gonna play it, CD. The album cover is like it's like red or something. You'll see a guy. You see it?
He's stabbing a duck.
Let me see. I didn't really.
Oh hell no! That's 16 minutes long.
Yeah. The album is 34 minutes long.
I see it. Yeah. I see the album 34, and just the duck stab is 16 minutes and 14 seconds or 15 seconds. You want to do the whole 16?
Nah.
I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Let me just play a little bit of it.
Play like a minute.
I'm gonna play like a minute of it just to see what you guys talk about, because I'm a visual person. I need to see it. Hold on. Let me get a good setting here. Okay, we're good. No, this is better. All right.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Let's see what the fuck we're talking about. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. The Resident Duck Stab. Oh, fuck, man. Here we go.
All right.
It sound like he rapping in a fish tank, bro. What the fuck is this, man?
Dude, I had to, like, I did it, and
You did the whole 34 minutes
I did the whole 34 minutes, bro.
of this shit.
Yes, and it is. You think I would pay Last Reactor Standing or something if they can make it through the 34 minutes?
I'll do it. I'll join that shit. I'll do it. I think I could watch the whole 34 minutes.
You think so?
I'll do a whole live watching the whole 34 minutes, and I'll make it a 4-hour live.
I think mine was like 2. I had to take
2 hours.
I had to take breaks. I had to take breaks. Every song I had to take, like, if I remember right, it took me a while.
That is crazy.
Last Reactor, if they can just get through it, no warning, just
get through it.
Just get through it. Press play and then just click off the screen and let everybody else sit there.
I don't even want to finish the minute, to be honest with you. I don't want to finish the minute, but I'm gonna give it 15 more seconds.
What?
That'll complete a whole minute, and I want to be a man of my word. So hold on.
All right.
Red rose, oh big pig.
We're not doing none of that shit. We're not doing none of that right now. Not right now. This is one of those things that I will probably have to mentally prepare myself to get into it. Like, I'll have to smoke a lot before I start.
Dude, I went from Van Halen to that.
Oh no! No!
I was doing the
No!
I went from Van Halen to that.
Oh my god!
No breaks.
Now I heard that you make music.
I've done. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I've made some music.
You got anything out there?
Not for consumption. Just more of like me expressing myself. But I do have I got a couple things. If you go to my Instagram and scroll down a little bit.
Well, I don't got Instagram on my computer because last time I did that, it gave me a virus.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I took it off and I never installed it back again. So maybe I'll do a separate reaction to that.
Yeah, you talking about the duck style, but
no, I'm doing duck style as alive. If we do the competition, I'm doing duck style as alive. Duck stab as alive.
Dude, you need. Hey, I will be there in the crowd.
But what is the requirements to win? You can't just stop it and leave and walk away. You got to let it play all the way through.
Yeah, all gas, no brakes, just like CD stand. All gas,
no brakes.
Just sit. Just sit. Now we might pause just so we don't trigger YouTube, but because that string gonna get blocked anyway. So it's Cosmic Vega. Pixie was there. She was there for that.
Pixie.
Dude, for real.
If they want it enough, I'll do it. If they want it enough, if everybody wants to do it, it's not only gonna be just one or two. If a whole bunch of reactors want to do that, I'll do the whole thing live.
Dude, I would say this. Let's reach out to about 6-7 people that we know will try. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it balanced so we ain't seen as misogynistic. Let's get 3 female reactors, three male reactors, and be like, yo, just sit in here. You control it.
Just sit here and whatever plays in that, you can't leave. You can't change the song. You can't do nothing. You got to go through the whole 34 minutes.
And you got to try to articulate it.
No. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my God, yes. You have to break down what the fuck he's saying too.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that 100% yes. I'm down. I am down.
The duck stab challenge. Yeah.
I am all the way down to do that.
Dude.
We could make this a trend, bro. We could make this a trend.
Dude,
Who the fuck can last 34 minutes listening to this shit?
Yeah. Because honestly, I didn't know what to do. I still had the footage from my stream. I did not know what to do it. I don't know what to do it. So I was like, if I made it a challenge, it'd actually make this trend a little bit between all of us. But I don't know if we'll be able to get Knox and Charismatic.
Ain't none of those motherfuckers gonna do that shit.
They not gonna do
Those
that.
motherfuckers, they gonna do none of that shit, man. Get out of here. We're talking about the ones in our community. Those motherfuckers are gonna be like, what the fuck out of here? I'm gonna stay here for 34 minutes reacting to
Only
this
one
shit.
that might give it
Cliff.
a chance.
Cliff Beats.
Cliff. And for some reason, I think Charismatic.
Charismatic, I think Charismatic. Non-Silver won't do it. Too Lit won't do it. Black. You know what? Black Pegasus might.
Yeah.
Black Pegasus might do it. Not Till won't do the shit.
No, not saying doing it.
There's nothing to break down. There's nothing to break down there.
He
He's
will
gonna be
try.
confused.
He will try, and that'll be.
I could break it.
Hilarious comedy.
Oh my god, it would be funny.
They hear him try to get through it and break it down.
Well, let's break it down right now.
Oh no, I ain't doing it. I ain't ready.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
No.
There's the weirdest shit in the world. You see how he's making the beat sound a little bit more like it's coming from his, like that's his heart. His heart is racing on that part.
Yeah.
So he's trying to portray that with the instrumental as the beat begins. So I kind of like the way he's going in with it, and he's going in with a very positive manner, I think.
Now, are we in a nightmare or are we in a circus? I don't know what's happening here.
Well, what I think is going on right now is that he's trying to tell a story.
Okay.
I think it's a story about a lost child that was trying to find his duck. And by the time he found that duck, he said, you know what? I'm fucking hungry. Mm-hmm. And I think that's just what it was. That's why he had to stab the fucking duck. I'm just saying we could make this shit happen. Hold on, man. See, because his grandfather used to have a peg leg, so he's bringing that shit back.
Right.
Because his grandfather used to poke him in the forehead with his peg leg when he did something bad. He didn't like that shit. He didn't like that shit at all. But now what he's trying to portray is that he's not scared no more by the man with a peg leg no more. And anybody with a peg leg could kiss his ass because he's not scared. He's a strong man now because he felt like a man because he took a duck's life and then cooked it.
Dude, I couldn't do that by myself.
See, because when you have gout, that's some shit. When you have gout, that gout shit is serious, bro. And sometimes you feel like you want to live underwater when you have gout, because gout underwater doesn't feel like gout anymore because of the pressures of the water. So under the water with gout is the only way to do it.
Oh, somebody said, oh my God, get Dada on it. Oh yeah.
Dada will stop. Dada will stop fucking rapping. Like, I'm done.
Dude, and this got over 242,000 views, bro.
Amazing. Oh, fucking amazing.
Oh my God, bro.
And amazing.
Dude, I when I did this, bro, I literally I didn't do anything for about a week. I had some I had some videos already.
It fucked up your brain that bad, bro. It messed your brain up that bad.
Bro, let me warn you, it will get worse than that. It
Oh
gets
no.
worse.
Oh
It
no.
will get
And you
worse.
know what? I'm gonna warn whoever watches this live.
Yeah.
I get a lot worse.
Dude.
That is hilarious, bro.
Dude.
That is gonna be amazing.
Bro,
Oh my
if we
God.
can somehow organize it, bro, and just get, dude, we can bring. I don't know how many you're allowed to do on your account on your StreamYard, but
Well, my StreamYard, I pay the $19.99 a month,
yeah.
so I can have up to 10 people. Oh no, actually, is it 10 or 20? I think it's 10, but I gotta recheck that. But I think 10 is enough. That's too many people talking at the same time.
Yeah, no pausing. We only gonna pause in between songs for
Yeah,
commentary.
that's it. They just we gotta sit through it, and we gotta just
yeah.
okay. We're gonna pause. What do you guys think about what he said in that bar?
Dude, I ain't gonna fret. Whoever wins that, if it's more than one person, dude, I would definitely split 150 or something like that. Cause like I was lucky enough to get a $100 donation. So
Wow!
yeah.
Shout out to whoever donated you. That was dope.
Dude, and he was like, listen to this. And I was like, all right, we gonna do the duck stab laugh. Man, I heard that doom 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 doom. And I was sitting up here, I was really like Hey, CD Stanley know what I'm talking about. Cosmic Pixie know, like, look.
I know that everybody in the chat was just like, when they were walking in, they were like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Duck stab. That's all everybody kept saying was duck stab. Like,
That's crazy.
dude, the whole chat, that's why Cosmic Pixie and CD Stanley were like, oh no. Dude, we would traumatize the internet, dude.
Oh my God, bro.
Dude.
We'll all get messages from YouTube saying, as a group, we're gonna give you all one strike each, just for entertaining this type of music.
But listen, you guys put it on the platform in the first place.
You should have blocked that shit when that man said, "I'm gonna release it." You should have blocked that motherfucker immediately. But now we're gonna have to break it down because I honestly truly think that he's telling a story here. And I'm being like dead ass. I'm no jokes. Like, I'm not joking. I think he's actually telling a story, and I think it'll be fun me trying to break down what the story is that he said.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try.
You gonna
it.
try it? You gonna try it?
I'm gonna try it.
You want to do it first? We do the competition, and then like you come back next week after.
How about this? How about we do it like this? We do it like the pregnancy machine challenge. How about I do it first, and then I have to challenge somebody at the end?
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. And then just tag them in the video. Be like, I challenge you to do this.
And then we'll make the prize whatever we make the prize. Whatever.
Right.
It is what it is. I just think we should just do it. I just think you should just challenge somebody to see if someone's actually going to sit here 34 minutes and watch this whole thing.
Shoot, but watching, listening, but watching, you gonna have to use your ears.
Oh,
You
brother.
gonna have to use your ears, my good dude. I'm telling you,
This
it gets
is-
worse. You only.
I think
heard
it's
a
gonna-
minute. It gets.
I
worse.
think it's good. I think this is going to be fun. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. All I gotta do, I have to do it when when I got my re-up on the dispensary.
Okay.
So when I get my re-up in the dispensary, I'll do it. I'll set up a
like-
live and I'll do it.
and then set up like if you got something bad to say, take a shot. If you got something bad to say, take a shot. It's gonna be a lot of drunk reactors.
Or a bunch of drunk motherfucker there, you know what? And fuck the duck. Cause fuck that duck. I don't give a fuck about that duck. There's gonna be a lot of cursing going on in that bitch.
Oh, YouTube gonna flag the whole channel, dog.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that shit soon too, bro. Cause I wanna have just a bug out live, bro. I just
Yeah.
want to bug out, and this is a perfect song to bug out to.
So, dude, I'm trying to tell you, you don't know. It gets worse. It gets worse.
I'm ready. I think I'm ready for it. It'll be like a 3 hour. I think it'll be a 3 hour live.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
I think so.
Yeah. It'll be crazy, bro. It'll be crazy.
You better be there too. You better be in the comment section.
Hey, just tag me when it happens. I'll be there. I'm gonna be like,
And if I survive it and I make it entertaining for the whole 3 hours,
yeah.
I have to be dubbed the best reactor on YouTube.
I
Fuck
give
what
you that
anyone
belt.
else says.
I give you that belt. Let me go find my footage and then
Set it up, yeah.
and set it up. I challenge any reactor to get through this. That's the title.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
But see,
Because
the thing is,
just off of that minute alone, bro, I'm already hearing bullshit. So it's gonna be crazy.
dude, it'll be the most hilarious content on the internet, bro. I promise you. Not a lot of
it's
people
gonna
gonna
be-
be able to get through that. I'm telling
No.
you. Y'all think
You know who I want? I want Quito. I want
want
Quito to
Quito?
do this bad.
Oh,
I need Quito to do this one bad, bro.
Dude.
I think Quito, out of all the I think Quito will win it. Quito is fucking crazy, bro. He is nuts, and I know he'll go crazy with this one.
Oh yeah. We gotta get Keto into it. Keto, yeah, definitely.
Truth,
Keto, truth.
the Slice Girls, Abby Girl,
Yeah.
Lock Wolf, they all gotta be part of this shit.
Who was just in here? He gonna do it too.
Oh, TNT Dad.
Yeah, TNT Dad, you gonna do it too.
He absolutely has to do it. He's already been here in the inception of it,
Yeah.
so he's got to do it.
Dude, we gotta set that up. We can't let
Oh shit! I got it.
who?
Oh, because you already did it. I got it. We're meeting up in Atlanta. We all could do it at the same time.
Oh shoot. When is that going down?
July something. Ashley knows. If Ashley's in the chat, she knows. July something. I forgot what July it was.
Dude, if it lines up with, maybe I could. I let me check. I'm gonna check the work schedule. And see if I can get those days off and shoot over to Atlanta.
Yeah, cause I'm doing. I only go 4 to do a night, so I'm going there. I'm going down. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have it set up, so
Yeah.
I'm going down Friday and Friday night, and I'm just getting a hotel next to the Airbnb.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I'm just gonna spend the day recording, and we're gonna do a whole bunch of shit. And
Yeah.
then that night, I'll leave like at 7, and I'll drive my way back home because I don't live that far from Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Some TNT Dad say, "Who's sending me the case of beer and the fat sack?" Oh, Megan. You know about Glorb? I did Glorb on my other channel. That's actually fire stuff.
Glorb?
Yes,
The fuck's a glorb?
dude. It's AI SpongeBob rap.
Oh my god, I love it! I fucking love it! That's what it's called, Glorb?
Well, that's the artist name is Glorb.
Oh, the artist name is Glorb. Okay,
Yeah.
that shit is fire.
Bro,
That shit is
dude, start from the beginning. And then work your way up to the current. But I started at the bottom 2 or 3. I think it was bottom 3, and I worked myself back up to the last song. But it was bars in there. It was bars. It's actually good.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out, bro. Bob Gang, you guys want me to do that shit? Yo, Koala T Reacts, what's going on, baby? You ready to know over here? Trying to be like you, bro. I'm trying to be like you. Besides the I don't want to look like a koala.
Koala
That's
T.
my brother. That's my brother right there. Yo, Koala T reacts, dude. He's an amazing reactor. If you haven't watched him, bro, check him the fuck out.
Dude,
Dude is
I'm always
amazing.
catching new reactors. I'm always catching new reactors. Oh,
He's one of the
okay,
good
here we
ones.
go.
He's one of the good ones, bro. He's
Okay,
one of the good ones.
I'm a subscribe so I'm a sub and see what's popping.
That's my brother. That's my brother right there, bro. That's my brother for real, for real.
Dude,
His energy is like, whew.
really?
I'm telling you, he like I get tired just looking at him react.
Oh, okay.
He is energetic, bro. Like he's got the energy to do this shit.
I wonder how young is he?
He about 86.
86? All right, cool. That makes sense.
He about 86
That
years
makes
old.
sense.
But he look good for his age, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of Botox and shit, but he look good. He look good. I'm bullshit. He doesn't have any of that.
I haven't heard of Richard Cheese.
Richard Cheese.
Dude, what are y'all watching on YouTube, bro?
Richard Cheese sounds crazy. You want to put some? Did everybody say Richard Cheese? You want to play a Richard Cheese to see what the hell they're talking about?
Dude, just play like a minute. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
what
want
the
you to
fuck
do
is-
Glorb because I think, dude, Glorb is nice. Glorb is nice. Like,
It's too late for me to be laughing like this. My bad, Koala. Go climb back up in your fucking tree and go to sleep, bro. Do WAP, wet ass.
I almost did that. Song. I was like, nope.
Oh, on your live stream?
Nah, I was gonna do it as content, but I was like,
Ah,
nah, because my audience right now is older right now, so they're like the '70s generation.
got
like-
you.
So I was like, if I put this on here, I might lose 50,000. So, dude, but Duke Lord,
What was the largest amount that you've ever lost in one shot?
You mean like after a month or after reaction? or
No,
something?
after a reaction or after a post that you put that people didn't agree with you on. What was the most?
I would probably say I haven't checked it in a while, but it had to be something when I did reaction to Thomas Sowell. Anything political, I lost some subscribers, like 100, like at least 50 off one video.
50?
Yeah,
I lost not even off a video. It was off of a post. I lost 150.
wow.
And then I did a video and then I lost like another 300 subscribers.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Well,
so
it
it took a
did.
hit. The page did take a hit, like
Yeah.
a bad one. But the way my wife said it is, she was like, "Well, those were the people that were not meant to be here anyways."
Right. Because I remember when I heard Screwface lost a bunch of subscribers after he battled Upchurch.
Oh,
Like he went
tons.
under. I forgot how many it was, but it was a lot. It was because in that battle he took the racist angle on Upchurch and it did not go over well with the
Reception.
like they said he went under 100,000. I don't know how many he had at the time, but he went back under 100,000 subs after that battle.
Yeah, I started watching Screw way after that battle happened.
Yeah, same.
That's
here.
when I started watching Screw. So I heard about their battle, and I actually I didn't revisit it on the page. I did it myself. I just
Yeah.
listened to it myself, and everything, and I gotta listen to it again because there's a lot of things that are being said back and forth, but I don't have any context to go with it. It's just
okay.
I don't know what led up to this being said, or I don't know what led up to that being said. So
Right.
it was kind of, I listened to it kind of lost. But I've never. I asked them if they wanted me to revisit it. A lot of people said yes. A lot of people were like, no, it's just gonna bring up some old shit. So I was just like, I just want to see the perspective of it. Like, where did all this come from? Like, where?
The way I remember it, it was shoot. It had to have been something like, I don't know, Church was doing a podcast, somebody asked him about Screw, and he was just like, Screw who? Or something, and they went to rapping back and forth. And I thought Screw, my preliminary premise was like Screw was gonna take that. Cause he knows some battle rappers, he knows about battle raps. I was like, man, he gonna take that, you know.
Right.
But then when I listened to it, I was just like, I don't like. I was sitting there like, I was like, I think I might have to get this to Upchurch. And so it was this.
He was doing a lot of race beating on the fucking tracks. Like Screw can stop mentioning about how white he is and all this other stuff. Like, all right, that was cool for the first, but when you continue on doing it, it was kind of like.
And it wasn't creative either. So
it wasn't. It was just like, bro, you're just attacking one aspect of it.
Yeah.
While Upchurch was doing different shit in everyone that he did. So it was weird. I didn't know context, and I didn't know because there were a lot of things that Screw was saying that I didn't understand because I didn't know why he said that or what was going on that he said that.
Right.
So I got to re-listen to it and probably revisit it to it like a live.
Yeah.
And have like Creek Squad in there.
Yeah. I think it's better for you to revisit it because I think even after this recent battle and stuff like that, people was talking like, man, maybe you should go back and re-listen to. I was like, nah, I already did that. I was like this battle ain't gonna change my results that I did for him and Screwface. Like this.
Megan said that we to play the shit. She said play some wet ass Panthers.
Panthers?
The Richard Cheese song. WAP.
Richard
yeah.
Cheese.
Richard Cheese. She wants us to play. She said if we don't play, she's gonna slap the shit out of both of us. Says it right there.
Oh, I see it now.
She's violent.
It's really like that in here.
And she's like really like for real. She doesn't play around. She said play the shit or turn off the computer.
Hey, what's up, Ace the Rattle Battle Baby Unit, man? I ain't never saying that name again. I'm gonna call you.
What the?
I'm gonna call you Ace. For now, you're Ace.
I'm gonna call him the Rattle.
The Rattle. Okay. Man,
Okay. That's a name and a half right there. Ace the Rattle Battle Baby Unit. Jesus.
Man, speaking of battles.
I'll play, Megan. What battles? Let's talk battle. We could talk battle. We could talk battles. What battles we talk about, bro?
Okay. Before you messaged me, I hadn't spoken to you since the last battle. But,
Right.
I didn't keep up with it, and I did that on purpose.
You talk about Up and Adam.
Adam and
Yeah, me and you in the same boat. I didn't keep up with it either.
I didn't keep up with it, so I was like, because I seen the content being made, and I was just like, you know what, my opinions can be a little strong sometimes, so I have to kind of.
Yeah.
So I wanted
back.
to really keep it wrapped. I wanted to really keep it wrapped, and after the battle, I just kind of let it go. But I overall, when it came to that one, I was like, yo, I was I kind of disappointed because I ain't get the same Upchurch I got with Screwface.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
It's a different type of thing because it was like Screwface. It was more they were keeping it more rap than
Yeah.
this. This was
Yeah.
more personal
Yeah.
than it was with Screwface. Ace the better. I have a question. This is a 2A podcast though.
What's
What
that?
the fuck's a 2A? What's a 2A podcast?
Yeah, what's a 2A podcast?
This is the #1 podcast on YouTube. Sure. This is #1 podcast on YouTube.
So,
In my
I'm-
own head.
the battle I wanted to see, we didn't get to see. I was hoping Tom would respond, but I was like, Tom ain't been rap.
Tom ain't gonna respond.
Yeah, I was like, man, they both got around the same amount of subscribers. I was thinking Tom might jump back in the ring a little bit.
That would have been
That would've
dope.
been
That
great.
would have been dope.
That
Because I heard Tom, like, a lot of people, and that's the thing about Tom McDonald. I've said it a lot. A lot of people don't give him enough credit because all they hear is the political shit that he puts out.
Yeah,
But I've heard Tom McDonald when he's not rapping about this political stuff, when he's like
Yeah.
rapping, and
Right.
he could rap. Like, people don't understand that he could actually rap. Like
I-
Brave
like, I-
2.
yeah, I've heard Brave 2. I've heard Brave 1, and I know he can rap. That's why I was hoping he'd jump back out here. You know what I'm saying? Come on outside, Tom.
I wish. And that's what Upchurch was doing. Upchurch was just calling out Tom because he was just like, let's rap, bro. Let's just fucking rap. Let's go
Yeah.
out. Let's go face to face and see who got the best bars. And it was so. Battle rap ain't the way it used to be before. People don't take it that way anymore. It's more of a personal thing than anything else. And
Right,
the music comes second before the drama. So
Right.
it gets to where I'm just like, I don't even want to do this shit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to cover any of this crap because it's not taken the right way.
right.
Look, Megan says she's gonna slap her. She's putting wrenches on there about to slap the shit out of me. Richard Cheese,
is a what?
long version. We're only
Oh,
gonna play
did
a minute. I'm only gonna play like a minute, and that's a big pause right there. Lounge,
Yeah, that's a-
not long. That's not long. That's lounge
said-
version.
Hey, y'all, he did say long. He did say long.
I did say long
That was
version.
crazy, yo.
That was out of this world insane, bro. I saw my high ass eyes saw long, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
I don't know if I could play a minute of this or not, but
Play 30 seconds.
let's play 30 seconds of it. All right, Richard Cheese, WAP.
There's some whores in the house. There's some whores in the house. I said certified freak. 7 days a week.
What the fuck do these people listen to, bro? Like what the fuck is going on, man?
Dog, first of all, we got to talk about y'all algorithm, dog. How did YouTube say, hey, y'all gonna like cheese? Y'all,
I don't like the way he said there's some whores in this house. That made me feel. It made me feel like one of those strippers they do the slow grind. That
Yeah.
the titty kind of flops over, but it doesn't. It's kind of it's one of those that makes me feel uncomfortable.
over there sounding like Tom Waits and John. It's some whores in this house.
Oh my god, this is amazingly crazy.
How
That
many
was
views? How
25.
many views this guy? How many views this guy?
Bro, you're not even gonna believe me when I tell you. That shit got 1.5 million views, my guy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy work, brother, but it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. There's some whores in this house.
That's it. Just get up after that.
I'm not
get
gonna
up.
I'm not gonna continue. I'm not gonna continue playing that shit. Then that'll be another. I'll probably do like if I have like an open spot one day,
Yeah.
I'll probably add that into the open spot and listen to it the whole thing just to bug out.
Yeah,
Just to bug out on a reaction.
bro. So I'm gonna make sure you remember the duck stab challenge. I'm gonna make sure you remember that.
I'm gonna do
make
it.
sure you remember that.
I'm gonna
I
do
would-
it.
Dude, I would love to see you and Keto cover that. Oh my goodness.
You know what? Me and Keto been dying to jump on a live stream. So in case that Atlanta shit doesn't happen, I'll
Yeah.
just try to get them on a live stream. Be like, yo, they want us to come watch this shit, bro. It's 34 minutes, so I hope you have weed because it's gonna be a long one.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure he'll be down.
Bro, I will be there. I will be there clipping the mess out of y'all, bro. I'm gonna be there clipping the mess out of y'all. I'm gonna download the stream, send that thing to Opus Clip, bro. I'm gonna just do it.
Oh my god.
Dude, duck stab, bro. You please remember to tag me, bro. Please.
We're absolutely gonna do it, brother. we're at the 3 hour mark, and I know you worked all day, I worked all day, and we need to work tomorrow too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call it a quits now, but this is
Okay.
not gonna be the last time.
No, not at all. Not at all.
My man's gonna keep on coming up. You need to, if you can't make that Atlanta stuff, I get it. It's very like short notice. That's cool,
Yeah.
but on that million K 24 hour, you need to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to be there. So like that, we could. And you in Florida, so you already know. Already know where we're gonna be at. You already know how to get there, and you could get one of the rooms, but not the one facing the lake.
Okay.
You can have the room next to the kitchen.
Nah, I'll be driving from Texas. But I know how long. It's like a 10-hour ride, though. It's like a 10-hour ride from where I am.
That's not bad.
But honestly, whenever I used to drive home, it was 17 hours. You know what took the longest?
What?
Panhandle. The Panhandle is 6 hours of the 17.
Fuck the panhandles. Fuck them all.
I-10 going west. It's 6 hours on the Panhandle. Everywhere else, I can get out of Texas. I can get out of Louisiana. I can get out. Louisiana is actually 5 hours too, but I can get out of Louisiana. I can get out of Mississippi. All that with the quickness. But the Panhandle, I almost fell asleep on the Panhandle. I had to pull over on the Panhandle, man. I was 2 hours away from home, and I couldn't make it. I was like, yo, let me pull over and go to sleep for about 30 minutes before I end up in a cornfield out here.
Right.
I'm telling you. But
It gets bad. It gets bad. I hate driving. Anything like that, I fucking hate it.
yeah. So, but dude, like I had a good time, man. It was a good discussion after work, man.
Absolutely.
Man, I love this, man. I ain't got to listen to no music. Yeah, we can just trip out. I can beat myself, man. Like I can.
We could just chill, bro. I try to make it as relaxing and comfortable as possible, so people could just come up here and just be themselves and just have a conversation, bro. That's all.
But
No
dude,
work.
No work. That's why we only listen to 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do the whole time thing.
Nah.
Because if we would have done the whole 60 minutes, right now I would have been punching holes in my wall by now, probably.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It gets bad around like 15 minutes
Oh no.
on the full hour. It gets bad. Like in the
That's
song,
halfway, bro.
bro. I was struggling. I was literally like Cosmic know what I'm talking about. She was there.
No,
I
that's
was
not. I mean, I've been through a lot of like chorus. 'Cause I used to be in chorus in school, and there's this one girl that they made her for some reason. They felt sorry for her. They made her seem like she was the best singer, and she wasn't. She was fucking trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like you had to sit there and just listen to trash. And I'm like, yo, I just wish that she just fell. Just so she could just stop.
Dang,
Just
bro.
stop fucking singing. Like, it's not good. I don't
Yeah.
know who's telling you this shit, but it's not good. She started singing. There was 3 pigeons that used to be inside my church all the time. They had a little nest in there and everything. She started singing in that church in choir practice. Those 3 pigeons packed up and got the fuck out the church.
It's bad
They
when
said
the
we-
animals ain't messing with it.
They're like, we can't do that. It echoes too much, and it's bad to our ears. I don't even know if pigeons have ears, bro.
They don't. Not that I know of.
I think they hear through their beak. All right.
All right, man. On that note,
Brother, I appreciate you coming up, man. Like I said, this is your home, bro. Whenever you want to come up here, just chill and shit. We got to do more of this. We got to do more just chopping it up. Less interviewing, more just coming up here and just chopping it up and just seeing how our week went, how our month went, how are we with our numbers, and just checking up on each other. That's all.
yeah, I love to do that, man. So, hey, anytime you want me, I'll be here. No deal.
All right, bro. Guys, thank you guys for hanging out in the chat, man. You guys are fucking amazing. I got reactions up. I got about 6 on YouTube. Patreon, I got 2 up on the Patreon. I'm going to bed. I probably am going to be doing very minimum tomorrow because I did a lot today.
Yeah.
So I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. And I will see you guys later.
I got a bad feeling about this.
They say Larry is a vibe like my nigga Ray.